Is that Florida?
That's kind of Florida.
Yeah. No.
Is that LSU?
No. What's the... No. What's that?
That's the Mets.
That's Narcos.
Yeah. On today's Part of My Take, we have a twofer for the people. We have Pete Prisco previewing the NFL season. He's got the hottest takes. Always have fun with Pete Prisco. And then we have Jets running back Dalvin Cook. Great interview, getting ready for NFL football tomorrow. We also are going to do Hot Seat Cool Throne, the return of Jimbos, and a bonus at the end of the show. We do our Pancake fantasy draft where we're drafting offensive linemen, pancakes only. It was somehow worse than the Dingers only draft. So we put it at the very end. It's almost like a bonus thing.
It's like you can't complain about it because it's free content.
Right, exactly. It's at the very end. It's after the first I love you guys. So it's like you if you complain about it, you're a pervert.
If you're one of those guys that likes to hear us sit around and just say names for about 30 minutes nonstop, then you're going to fucking love
We got a draft for you.
You're going to love the pancake draft.
Yes. It is all brought to you by our friends at Sleep Number. Sleep Number smart beds learn how to use sleep and provide personalized insights to help you learn to sleep better. Science shows quality sleep helps improve your mental, emotional, physical, and relationship health. Waking up tired? Here are some tips to help you sleep your best. Tough workouts, the Sleep Number smart bed can help you get the quality sleep you need to recover faster and perform at your best by contouring your neck, shoulders, back, and hips. The Sleep Number smart bed provides support and even weight distribution for more comfortable sleep. Sleep is the most important thing we do. It is the most important thing we do. I know I don't sleep well. Here's one for me. Sleeping hot in the summer, I run hot. Sleep experts recommend keeping your bedroom temp 65 to 68 degrees for comfortable sleep. An air conditioner or fan plus temperature balancing Sleep Number smart beds and bedding can help keep you cool so you both sleep just right. That is great. I run hot. I need Sleep Number. If you disagree on comfort, 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness than their partner. Sleep Number smart beds let you choose your ideal firmness on each side and then automatically responds to your individual movements throughout the night to keep you both sleeping comfortably. Sleep next level. Unlock your unique potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you. And now, don't miss Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year, where all the beds are on sale. Save 50% on Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus special financing for a limited time, only at Sleep Number stores or at sleepnumber.com. See stores for detail. Sleep Number, go right now. They will make sure you are sleeping the best. And that is the most important thing you do. So go check it out right now, sleepnumber.com. See store for details. 50% off Sleep Number limited edition smart bed right now, plus special financing for a limited time. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Wednesday, September 6th, and PFT, they are testing us.
On what?
They are testing us with the Kansas City Chiefs. First, Chris Jones sits out, is maybe not going to play week 1. Now Travis Kelce, unfortunately, has a hyperextension in his knee. ACL intact.
Wait, has Adam Schefter said anything about his knee about to explode?
No, he is not.
Okay.
It is. That's Albert Breer. It's going to explode. Juju Smith-Schuster. But they're testing us, PFT.
Okay.
Travis Kelce might not play on Thursday night. The Chiefs are testing us. They're basically at the buzzer. We spent all summer saying, just don't overthink it. The Chiefs are going to win the West. And at the buzzer, they're giving us enough things to be like, well, maybe they won't win the West. We can't fall for it.
0-17.
We can't fall for it.
Listen, Chris Jones is the one that wanted the hyperextension.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what he's been going for. Kelce, unfortunately, we've been talking about the Chiefs, and you'll hear our interview with Pete Prisco in a second. And he basically says he could throw to any of us three.
Yes.
And Patrick Mahomes would be a great quarterback. They don't have proven wide receivers this year. They were just going to be like, okay, we'll do Travis Kelce, and then we'll make it work on the outside. But without Travis Kelce,
They're doing it. PFT.
I'm going lines, money line.
I am too.
Money lines.
Well, I already was doing that, but I'm saying like for season long, the Chiefs are basically right at the buzzer saying, "Hey, let's invite all the doubters. Let's have this doubt creep in so that we can have that rat poison in the locker room."
Was Billy right about Travis Kelce?
Run soft?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to see the tape.
I got to find out how it happened.
What?
Trust the reminder.
No, Jake.
But Jake,
week one.
yeah, you're right. But
Material
Jake, guess what?
change.
Jake, shut the fuck up. You also said don't trust the reminder.
That was,
Yes.
you said for week one. That's
Don't
not
trust the reminders.
Yeah, but Chiefs to win the West is not a week one reminder.
I don't know what to trust the
I don't know what
reminders.
to do. Hank, tell us what to do.
Lions, money line.
No, well,
Yeah.
I know, no.
Yeah.
That's already been decided. That's been decided months ago. I was like, this is going to be a coming
I'm
out
just
party
telling
for
you
the
guys
Lions.
what past you wanted me to tell you current you.
No, we're all betting the Lions on Thursday, which is a terrible thing for the Lions.
All due respect, past me was a shithead.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
You know how dumb I used to be?
He's a moron. He's a fat fucking bitch. That's what past me is. New me is smart, chiseled, diligent. Give me another adjective.
Steadfast.
Steadfast with his approach.
I'm not sure what steadfast means.
I
I'm
am
not telling you guys what to do. I'm just telling you what
steadfast.
past you wanted current you to do.
extra diligent.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not going to get bossed around by past me. Current me is the alpha.
Also, I'm not going to get bossed around by past me via Jake.
Yeah, true.
Like that's the worst way.
Like, wait, did I really
but
think that I was going to be able to boss future me around by being like, "Hey Jake, remind future me that I wanted you to do this." No.
But teacher, well, you didn't assign homework. That's what you're doing to us right now.
You bring
Throw it all out.
That's the
Throw
one
it
thing
all
that
out.
Jake actually gets offended by
Yeah,
when
he
you say that
does.
he was
He gets
the
very
teacher
upset.
because I
homework
hated
guy.
those people, and you guys think I'm one of them.
I mean, you were.
Were you teacher? You forgot to collect homework?
No,
Were you teacher? Here's an apple. I love you.
no.
Were you call your teacher your mom?
Who does
Everyone
that?
was that.
You accidentally do
everyone
that
accidentally
sometimes,
did
yeah.
that. Are you kidding me?
I've never done that.
Really? Everyone accidentally did that at some point.
Were you teacher? I was the only one that did the assignment in my group project.
No,
There was a little bit of a delay on that one.
no, because
hesitation?
Well, because Jake, I remember the PowerPoint that you put together, you and Memes, but
that's a dark
Memes'
time.
name was
That's
not
a
on
dark
it.
time. That's past me, as you mentioned, idiot.
Yeah, idiot, moron.
So, yeah.
either way, we
Us-
can't fall for it.
I-
The Chiefs are going to win the West.
I think I'm going to fall for it a little bit.
Okay. Well, we're going to fall for it on Thursday
So
night.
here's one thing that I will trust past me on. Do not believe the C words. Do not believe their lies.
Right.
I am not going. If I'm going to move off the Chiefs, I'm not going to the team in Los Angeles. I'm not going to do that.
There was a report
So
today.
what's my other option? Am I
Well,
going to go with the Broncos?
There was a report today that Sean Payton said told Russell Wilson to stop with this Russell Inc. bullshit.
He said, "Will you fucking stop kissing all the babies? You're not running for office." That might be an Epstein Island thing. It sounds like something Bill Clinton used to do.
Yeah,
But
he should be standing with his dogs in the woods singing
yeah,
a song.
would you rather be on the airplane that had the shit all over it, or on the airplane going across the Atlantic with Russell Wilson doing high knees?
Definitely the shit. We saw the
Yeah.
shit, by the way. It was exactly what I thought everywhere. It was literally everywhere.
It was-
when people were like, how could this be a biohazard? You had to know that it was diarrhea up and down the aisles. Again, I believe this gentleman was probably, I hope it was a gentleman. Dang, just the doctor is the mother.
I don't know. That was my
Are you
first thought,
doing
too.
that to me right
Why
now?
Would, if it was, I feel like if it was a guy, it would have come out as a guy.
Women don't poop. That's the thing. So it has
But
to
they
be a
do
guy.
diarrhea.
Yeah,
They do. It was a guy.
it was definitely
We
a guy.
think this is our misogyny showing. I love like maybe the next Barstool hit piece. They're like they're misogynists. They didn't even think women could be the diarrhea biohazard person.
It's 2023. Okay, a bitch can clear out a plane.
Yes. So whoever this was, I think they were wearing shorts and maybe not underwear. That's
So
how it happened.
It looks like it. Judging by the splatter pattern, if we're putting on like our Dexter hats here, you ever seen that show, Hank? Dexter.
Well, you don't want
where
to
he-
do the splatter pattern here.
He judges the blood pattern and can tell you exactly how the murder went down. I was analyzing it through Dexter's eyes, and it looks like somebody got up out of their seat and then pooped and then ran down the
Right.
aisle while pooping
With shorts on.
With shorts on, but I think it was a sprint, and it reminds me of that old George Carlin thing. There's certain things you will never see in your life. That's a grown man running while taking a shit. I think on that plane there was somebody sprinting down the aisle. And as their ass was going back and forth running, it was shooting left, right, like a sprinkler.
Right. And I also analyzed this, watched the video many times. I think if we had to make a composite of the person, it is a gentleman, I would say about 230 to 50 pounds, 5'8" wearing very loose fitting cargo khakis. The loose ones, and if he's wearing underwear, he's wearing the old school boxers, the Gaz boxers.
You're almost describing Pete Prisco now.
A little bit, but Pete's not as heavy.
He's also not 5'8".
Yeah, he's not. He's definitely not 5'8". But I'm saying like there's enough movement in the shorts where it's the old school boxers that not boxer briefs, that the splatter is allowed to go everywhere. It's like a Jackson Pollock down the aisle.
I was with you until you said the cargo shorts. I think that material is too firm.
Well,
I would say like athletic shorts, old school gym shorts.
You got to remember this is a person going from Atlanta to Barcelona. Probably the cargo shorts to keep the passports, the kids' stuff. Like he's wearing maybe a fisherman's vest. Like one of those dads.
It was coming from Atlanta, though, right?
Yeah.
So it might have been jean shorts. We might be working with jorts here.
Although those also could be a little bit tighter to the. Yeah.
It could have been a girl in shorts.
Oh,
no,
man. What if it was
not.
a girl in like juicy booty pants? That would wreck
I haven't
me.
ruled out the pilots either.
Oh.
Just because of
Inside
the
job.
length. Like, how did it get? It did somehow cover the whole plane.
What about a stewardess?
And the only way for it to cover the whole plane is if it started at the top.
Are you not allowed to say stewardess?
You can say whatever
I
you
think
want.
it's stewardess?
It's
Flight
a
attendant.
flight attendant.
Oh, an FA?
Yeah.
What about an FA?
You can say whatever. It could have been an inside job. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it?
Not enough details have come out where it makes me suspicious of a lot of things.
Are we sure it wasn't a dog?
Oh,
There's also dog
emotional
behavior.
support, but dogs,
One of the fake emotional support animals that people just bring on a plane. They get a certificate online. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is my dog. I need him to fly."
It could be the dog because the dog does the squat, and then you're like, "Go, run," and then just starts pooping everywhere.
Dogs poop and run all the time.
Yeah,
This is the #1 sports podcast in America.
yeah, we're breaking it down. I mean, it was the #1 story.
Yeah, it
the
is.
last 24 hours.
I think that's sports. That
Yeah.
counts as. I'll tell you what. This is a bad omen for the Jets.
Yeah.
I don't think it could start off any worse.
And the Browns.
And the Browns both. Yeah.
both of them. Bad. Fade both of them.
Yep.
It's a bad combo, memes. You should be worried now. Oh, Hard Knocks.
Yeah, Hard Knocks is over. We watched it. We totally watched it.
Yeah, Hard Knocks.
So I'm in the habit of watching Hard Knocks about 2 days late during the weeks.
I haven't watched after episode 2, I have to admit.
It's not bad. It just makes you fall in love with Garrett Wilson, and you're going to get more rosy-colored glasses with the Jets because it does make you think that they can do something. I still go back to the fact that the offensive line doesn't look great, and it is hard to switch to a new team, new system. Doesn't always work out.
Do you know what it?
It's a hard game, Big Cat. The other guys, they get paid money to play football too.
You know what it is for me is I'm obviously all in on Aaron Rodgers. Never said a bad thing about him. Might be a bit, whatever. Watching it, it's like I'm getting poisoned by the bit. So like if I have to watch more Aaron Rodgers and be like, oh, he's the best, I'm gonna start like my body's gonna start rejecting it.
You're at the stage where you're like, you know what? I really, really like smoking weed,
Yeah.
but I need to stop because I like it so much.
Right.
And I'm just going to forget about everything else. And my entire life is going to be based around weed.
Yeah, like my brain is like, oh, this is funny to just reverse and troll Packers fans. And my whole body and everything that it's learned is like, you can't like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to keep my distance so that I can keep enough distance to be like, oh yeah, I love Aaron Rodgers. He's the best. If I watch him, I'm going to be like, wait, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
everything that I hated about
Every
him.
flashback will start hitting me.
Yeah, it's I'm very excited for this football season. I don't remember
really?
the last time that I've been this excited.
No way.
I'm
You
super
don't
excited.
say.
I want to wrap my entire body up in saran wrap and bubble wrap and just make sure I make it through the next day and a half.
I think we're all at
Dude, I
like
can't wait.
every football season at this exact moment. I'm at 100 out of 100. It's every single year.
I'm 500 out of.
I don't think
I'm
I've ever been more or less excited than I am every single year.
I'm infinity out of 100. Not only are these cool new teams, cool new storylines, but also for the first time in 25 years, I actually get to be happy and proud of my own team that I get to root
That's
for.
true.
The NFL fucking rocks.
Yeah, it's the best.
It is the best.
It is the best.
There was a story that just came out an hour ago. Did you see this about the Dolphins quarterback coach, Darrell Bevell?
No.
So he suffered a detached retina during training camp. This is from Jory Epstein. After the surgery that he had, he needed to lie face down for 90% of 7 straight days. So there's a picture that he sent to the team where he's just laying face down on his bed watching film on his tablet that's on the ground. And he's just like
awesome.
hanging off the edge of his bed watching film. Mike McDaniel showed the team this picture. Why? A powerful message, he told Yahoo Sports.
That it's you need to go to the ends of everything that a doctor ever tells you to just keep doing your job with football.
Yeah, it looks like a milking table for your eyes.
Yeah.
He's just staring down at the game, the all-22.
They do that it's very funny when you say that, because if you just change the perspective a little bit. So he's a detached retina, still doing his job, being commended for doing his job. If you made this like a Twitter thread about a startup in San Francisco, there would be 10,000 Twitter handles with roses in their handle being like, this is toxic work culture.
Well, there would
But
also
that's just football, baby.
there definitely would be people being like, I can't believe that you make your employees do this. There would also be a bunch of guys with the NFT.eth
Yeah, that's
things
true.
being like, this is a fucking warrior right
This
here.
is a grind set mentality.
This is a grind set. Never stop working. Never stop the commitment.
But why don't we
also
should start having that debate, because I would like to be on the side of the NFTs and be like, no, it's football. This is what we do.
Well, also, if you look at it from like a zoomed out perspective, this guy's laying in bed watching football.
Yeah.
Which rocks.
It's our job.
Yeah.
We just go couch.
This is the
instead of-
best.
Like if
Like I should be so lucky. I'd say 99% of people listening to this podcast would quit their jobs tomorrow if it meant that their job would now become laying in bed and watching football.
in a second. I mean, this is the time of year where we have to, like, as much as I get a little anxiety of like, I'm not going to be around on Sundays, like everyone wants our job because we get to just watch every game on Sunday.
But we have
It's
to
the fucking best.
But we have to sit up in chairs
That's true.
Like-
And converse,
like
and
child
bet,
laborers.
and bet. Oh,
bet.
the horrors.
It's tough.
We are
It
no
is-
different than the miners, the 9-year-old miners.
It is a
from
grind.
like 1902
So
when America was America.
it's a great picture. We can only hope that Darrell Bevel becomes the first coach to coach on the sidelines wearing an eye patch.
Yes.
We almost had it with Mike Zimmer a few years ago when he got. You remember his eye it kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Yes, it
'cause
was
he never
very
stopped
bad.
watching film.
Yes.
I would love it if Darrell Bevel week 1 on the sidelines wearing a Pirates eye patch.
That'd be
I mean,
great.
I would put a future on the Dolphins at that point.
Yeah, they're willing to risk it all
Yeah.
in every capacity. All right, other things. I'm just so
back
excited.
Am I back on football guy duty this season?
No,
Who's doing it?
I think we're just gonna say football guy stories.
Okay, we're not going to do it.
We're not
Yeah.
gonna do official football guy of the week. We're just gonna be like, this guy right here is probably football guy of the week.
Yeah, good,
All right.
good question though, Jake. Because we're gonna change a couple other things up. We're gonna do on Fridays the preview. We're gonna preview every game instead of doing a 4 picks each. What we're gonna do is just everyone. We're gonna preview every game normally, and then at the end, everyone's gonna give their best pick, spread, and total. And and there can't be any duplicates. That will be the rules. So we'll go around in a circle. If your pick gets picked, then you got to go. And then we have the punishment of a 1-hour set in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl live show, streamed. I was actually, no joke, I was walking. I was at the zoo with my kids, and there was a guy doing magic, and I was in the back of my head, I was like, I might have to come back here and get this guy to teach me something.
You know what I might
Like,
do?
I might have to. He was doing a floating table. It was awesome.
Magic would be a good idea. Also, just getting like a reptile handler or a bunch of animals to come out.
Yes.
And then you just have animals join you on stage.
Releasing just a bunch of crickets.
That would be great. Yeah. Bees. I release bees.
Yeah.
Here's my show.
Yeah. Everyone be careful. I mean, it would be great. All right. What other things? Any other stories that we should talk about?
You okay, Max?
We're just ready for football.
I'm good, thank you.
We all believe in the Lions on Thursday night, which is terrible for the Lions.
I'm going back on the Gremlin over 3.5 field goal bets. Last year it was plus money. It hit at like 71%. It was the best bet that I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ride it. We're gonna ride it over field goals and the lines, money line.
Hank's back on his hungry dog. I saw him tweet that. It triggered me a little because he's just going to pick against our teams every week.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna take the Cardinals week 1. I know it. I know
Cardinals might be the hungriest dog in the
it.
league.
Shut the fuck up. You're such.
Everyone's
bad.
Everyone's exactly.
You always
they're
say
bad.
you always say it's not
Exactly.
personal, but somehow it's always personal.
You always find a way to make it personal. It's either against the Commanders or against the Can't Lose Parlay,
I have a
which
question,
will be back.
question about the picks.
Yeah.
You can fade somebody, right?
Yes, you can't. You just can't duplicate. So if I'm like, if my first pick is the Commanders -7, no one else can pick the Commanders -7.
So at the end of the year, are we going to have to I'm
What?
thinking there's going to be like strategies of like if you're trying to catch someone, just fading whatever they pick. no matter what.
You're getting way too ahead of
I
yourself.
know. I'm just thinking.
Just remember, we
I know.
all suck, so we're all going to be like 40% at the
I
end of
also
the year.
lose at every single bet here.
I'm Commanders -7. Can I just say that? Will you allow me to take
Well, we'll
Commanders
have to figure out
-7?
who gets to go first.
I already put it in.
We have to figure out who goes first.
This is my makeup for Texas Tech. I'm doubling down.
Yeah.
Commies or bust.
Okay, well, hopefully you get first pick.
All right.
Now Hank's going to just take the command.
He would never. Hank would
he
never
would.
do that.
Yes, he would. He would do that to you.
Hank loves plus signs
Oh, I'm so excited for football.
on the golf course and on his bet slip.
Also, for people who don't know, new listeners, Mondays shows, no guest, will be all football all the time. We go through every single game, which is great because, there's a lot of teams that don't get any shine in the national media. They just get forgotten after like 2 weeks.
Basically, the entire NFC South.
Yeah, we find a way to make jokes about those teams for the entirety of the year, and it's great. And I'm very excited. Sunday, what are you guys going to wear on Sunday?
Tux.
What are we going to eat?
I'm wearing a
What are we
tux.
going to eat on Sunday?
I'm gonna wear a tux
One
and
of
I'm
my cheesesteaks.
We do have to figure out what we're going to eat all day because it's a big, you can't fuck up the menu for week 1. This is a conversation that needs to be happening all across America with everyone and their friends. This is important.
I think either
Chicken
part.
tenders,
Chicken
Part of my
tenders?
chicken
cheesesteaks,
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have 2 meals.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to have, maybe 3.
I
chicken
like
bacon ranch subs.
I like eating
Big
like
cat combo.
I like
Yeah.
eating. What is that?
What is the Big Cat combo? I didn't even know that existed
I'll be honest.
until
I'm
I
not-
saw the ad.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I like having one slice of pizza in between the early and the late games.
Just a little pizza that's just out that we can nosh on.
Yeah, it keeps you awake. It keeps you going in between the games.
We have to. These are things that we have to think about.
I like a root beer. Can I get a root beer?
I would also like a root beer.
Okay, let's get some root beers.
I would like
Big
a
cat
coffee.
combo is a choice of cheesesteak, fries, and a drink, all in one.
That's Big Cat loves that.
Yep. What is it? Fries. Fries.
Your cheesesteak of choice, fries, and a drink.
Yeah.
That is so insane. It just might work.
Yeah.
A sandwich, fries, and a drink.
If it was a real, big,
a hell of a deal, and everyone
It's
should go get a
fantastic.
Big Cat combo.
We
If
got
it was-
some marketing wizards.
if it was a real Big Cat combo, it would be 2 subs, one for the one you put in the fridge, so you eat at halftime.
If you want to get wild with it, get the Big Cat combo, but make it PFT style, which is where you take the fries and you put them on the sandwich.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Part of my cheesesteak.com.
There we go. The plug God. At it again. Okay, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. And then we have Pete Prisco, Dalvin Cook, Jimbos, and the worst draft we've ever done, the Pancake draft. Pancakes only. So we're giving shine to the offensive linemen. We all drafted 5 offensive linemen. It was a struggle. I forgot Field Yates told us that offensive lines are pretty weak right now. So it's actually not us, it's the league.
That's the only reason why we weren't able to name 5 guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Hot Seat Cool Throne brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, created by fans for fans. Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. If you're trying to go to maybe some playoff baseball, football being back, NFL Sundays, college football Saturdays, do it all with the Game Time app. It's all possible with the Game Time app. I went to the Cubs game on Monday. Use the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. They'll even credit you 110% of the seat price if you can find a better deal elsewhere. You can also get limited-time discounts with exclusive flash deals. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle, enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Game Time app hooked it up great for the Cubs game. I was looking for seats in the shade for my son. Got great ones. And that's the Game Time app, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Okay, Hank, Hot Seat Cool Throne.
My hot seat is Riley Leonard.
Oh yeah. We should we Clemson fans were like, "Oh, thank God you guys recorded before the game ended. You go, but then we should bury Clemson."
Yeah, so Duke beat Clemson, upset, and then
Close game though, right?
No, not even close.
Oh.
But Clemson got the over.
No, they didn't.
Oh, 28-7? Ooh.
At least
Bloodbath.
Duke didn't storm the field on him.
They did.
Oh, no.
And then afterwards, Riley Leonard, the quarterback, had a great touchdown, running touchdown. he was doing a press conference or interview after the game and said, Professor Taylor, if you're seeing this, please let me turn in my homework late because it's due tonight, I think at 12.
Oh.
And then Professor Taylor, which if you haven't seen the picture, look him up. He just is the most professor-looking,
He's the most Duke Professor Taylor of all time.
Of all time. He said, Wesley Williams and the other linemen who were in the class, they said they prepared ahead of time. So why didn't the quarterback?
Oh, no.
So no way, man. No extension.
What a
threw him under the
dickhead.
bus.
Yeah,
What an absolute dickhead.
that's the most Duke story ever, with the exception of Duke winning at football.
Yeah. What a fucking asshole. I don't like this guy.
You know what that tells me? That tells me that Riley Leonard was not prepared to win.
No.
That tells me he thought he was going to lose, and then he'd have time after the game to send it in.
Yeah. Clemson, though, done. Dabo. It's
Bury
so
him.
great burying Dabo.
Bury him.
I know Clemson fans will get upset. You have to understand Dabo is not a likable guy. You had your run, and it is kind of nice. If Dabo didn't say all the stuff about NIL and transfer portal, I would feel a little bit worse, but he's so resistant to change when college football has so drastically changed in the last 5 years. It's kind of great to be like, dude, all you had to do was embrace it and realize that everything is changing around you. You got to change. Like Nick Saban has always changed.
Yeah, so, I mean, Dabo doesn't want to change.
No.
And so he's not going to. If he did change, I'll say something nice about Dabo. He's not being as big a hypocrite as I expected him to be.
Yeah.
So when he said, like, I didn't want to change, I don't want college football to be run by money, I'll quit. Yeah, he didn't quit, but he did quit trying to do everything that he can to win.
Right.
So he's not using the transfer portal. He doesn't like the mentality of just jumping around when you get upset. But along with that comes losing.
I also, the one thing I don't like whenever we talk about college football, it's a little different than the NFL where like the head coach is recruiting the players. He's getting the best players. So when people are like, oh, it's not so easy, like you don't have Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. Well, Dabo does deserve credit for getting those guys. It's kind of like the Dion when people are like, oh, well, he had better talent at Jackson State than everyone else. Like, okay, that's the point,
Yeah,
right?
that goes along with it.
You want to get the best players.
Now you have to ask: was Brent Venables was he the real mastermind behind Clemson?
Good question.
Because I feel like you could make that argument.
Yeah.
I think I might make that argument actually.
Yeah, go ahead and make that argument.
I'll make the argument because when Brent Venables left, Clemson started to suck.
Yes.
So I just want to leave you with one last Dabo quote. How quickly we forget. I think this was just last year. It was in December. We built this program on NIL. We really did, Swinney said. It's probably different from what you're thinking, though. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness.
Yes. All-time quote.
Yep.
Oh, Dabo. He's just corny. That's really what it comes down to. It's hard to root for a guy who's that corny.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And also, some people bring
They
up the
weren't
fact
paying
that,
God.
that they weren't paying God.
Yeah.
Dabo also
No,
has...
they were using God's
I
name,
know.
image, and likeness.
That's worse than anything else.
I think he was paying God because he was doing baptisms after practice, right?
Yeah.
Splashing a little water.
Dabo also has the like a treasure trove of memes that come back at him. The L running out with the L.
That's a memes classic.
Memes classic. Running down the hill before his whole team. Him doing the TikTok, the hickory dickory dock. Dabo's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like all these just come flooding on the timeline. And it's just a lesson to all the coaches out there. If you're ever going to stop recruiting and doing transfer portal and NIL, try not to be on TikTok as well.
Yeah, good point.
So
Also,
very, very, very niche advice.
did you see that Dabo was upset because of how far the locker rooms are at Duke from the field?
Oh, no.
So he was starting to blame that.
I like
and
that.
now Dabo's the last guy that should do that because he makes his team get off a bus at the top of a hill and then follow him sprinting down it to go onto the field.
I kind
So
of
the journey from the locker room to the field should not have an impact for that team.
yes. I kind of like though, like it's back to the Shane Beamer blaming the guys, the chain gang eating hot dogs. I kind of like when these coaches just become such like obvious babies because we know they're babies, but when they show their colors like that, it does tickle me a little.
What's Dabo's buyout right now?
Oh.
Let's look that up.
I mean, the
That'd
thing
be
is,
fun to know.
he did win 2 national titles.
Yeah, and he's not going
He made
anywhere.
Clemson was not good, or they couldn't get over the hump for the longest time. He went and built that program to an insane level. So he does.
Some
It's
people-
not that he's a bad coach.
Some people
It's-
would also point to the defensive line that one year having a bunch of those PED positive tests.
Dabo
Something
Sweeney.
interesting.
All right, wait, hold on. I got to draft my kicker. I'm taking Jake Elliott. I'm doing a draft right now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Because I just don't recognize it.
$64 million buyout.
$64 million.
Word on the street is what I'm hearing, Big Cat, in NCAA circles is that Clemson is considering a buyout.
I like that they also detailed in the buyout here, like like as if it gets cheaper. It's $64 million this year. It drops to $60 million in 2024, and then get this is discount, $57 million in 2026.
I think they're going to wait through this season.
He's not gonna lose his job.
No,
he's not gonna lose his job. But it's fun to root against Dabo when he loses. Sorry, Clemson fans, but you knew that. That's part of winning.
I'm a Cox man.
It's part of winning. If you win, the pendulum swings back. Okay, Hank, your cool throne.
My cool throne is pettiness.
Oh,
This league, Alabama, Texas, big matchup this weekend. Last year they played, and Alabama's band did not travel to Texas because the Longhorns only gave their band upper deck seats. And now Alabama's doing the same thing. They said all 5,000 visitor tickets, which includes seats for the band, will be in the upper deck.
I love a good band rivalry. I really do. You remember a couple years ago when Purdue's giant ass drum couldn't fit into the stadium?
Yeah.
So they had to leave the giant
big drum
behind. Yeah,
It's
the big drum.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love band wars.
yeah. And band people are the horniest.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's not just the American Pie like trope. I think Wisconsin had a huge scandal right around when I was there, just dildos and shit.
Oh,
on the
hazing.
bus.
So if you think that Northwestern football had a hazing issue, look at band culture across America.
I think they should just show up and go harder than ever.
Yeah,
Like Alabama just not showing up Texas not showing up last year is kind of lame.
No, Texas showed up last year.
Texas, it was a home
'Cause it
game.
was in
Alabama's
Austin.
band did not travel last
Yeah,
year.
so
Yeah.
I agree with you. The Texas Longhorn band should just say, fuck it, we're going anyways. Make them kick you out.
I also I stand with bands in college football. I think it's a great part of the game.
Yeah.
I love hearing when like Oklahoma or USC gets rolling and they just play that over and over and over.
It's how you know you're watching
It's
college
awesome.
football.
Yeah, it's great. No, you don't like it?
The halftime, I mean, it is what it is.
The halftime I don't care about. No one watches the halftime show.
It's like the in between plays, like
yeah.
Yeah.
the FSU war chant.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Is that Florida?
That's kind of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. No.
Is that
What's-
LSU?
No. What's the
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
no? What's that?
That's the Mets. That's
That's Narcos.
Yeah. Wait. What's
That's a banger.
Texas goes da 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 da.
yeah. Boomer Sooner is the. What do they play? They play the. I always fuck this up with USC. Da-da-da-da. No, that's Star
Superman.
Wars. That's is that
Superman.
Superman?
That's Superman.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I think they do da da da
Oh, no, it's Indiana Jones.
da 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 da.
I need to listen to Boomer Sooner real quick.
It's Jurassic Park.
yeah. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Da 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 da.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yep. See, I've seen it.
Okay, here it comes. This is a lot of intro.
yeah.
I had the first note right. You
know,
every first down when they're like scoring 60, and they're just like,
all school fight songs are kind of the same.
Yeah,
They're pretty
a little
similar.
bit.
They're
yeah.
all very similar. I think they all have like very similar chord progressions. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get to work on that.
Well,
I'm
when you
gonna
play
see.
with the trumpet and the trombone, they kind of all blend together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You're either doing college football touchdown or ska.
There's
There's really nothing else.
both great things. Two of my
Yeah.
favorite things.
That would be great if one team did a ska.
They usually do.
Yeah.
If you watch,
no, but for their touchdown song.
yeah, if you watch
Yeah.
March Madness though, every band they're like, okay, let's do a fun one, and they play Real Big Fish
Yeah, yeah.
or Take on Me, or the Real
who's-
Big Fish version of Take on Me.
Whose cool throne is it?
That was my cool
That
throw.
was
Oh Jesus.
My other
okay.
one was diarrhea, but
Oh,
okay.
we talked about that.
you want to talk about it again?
I just wrote unidentified if it's a boy or girl.
Oh,
was-
so
that
you
was-
were on that.
That was my only note.
You were on that early. Okay. PFT, your hot seat cool throne.
My hot seat is Obama.
Yeah.
Obama's on the hot seat. Friend of the program, longtime stoolie Tucker Carlson is having a guy on his show What's that?
I thought Obama was the.
Obama also longtime stoolie.
Long-time stoolie.
And AWL.
Yeah.
So Tucker's having a guy on his show tonight that claims that he had sex with Obama back in 1999. So Jake, we have to ask, does it matter if Obama had sex with this man in 1999?
It does not matter.
Good news for everyone. Jake will be watching the entire interview and giving us Spark Notes on Friday's show.
Yep. So you guys are giving me
I need-
homework.
So I
I
want
need to
all,
know.
I want all the details.
Yep.
I'm going to go in fresh, open mind.
Yeah, I've not.
I don't know if he's gay or not, if he's had sex with this man or not. Jake, you have to just give us the facts,
Yep.
lay them out for us, and we will then make a decision.
I have not made up my mind. Number one, about whether or not they had sex. Two, whether it matters.
Right.
So I need you to update me on that. I'm waiting for facts to come out.
How do we want this presented?
Facts.
PowerPoint, just spoken, or
It's spoken's fine.
Braille.
Spoken's good.
I don't know. I kind of want a PowerPoint.
just one slide? Does it matter?
No, I did.
No, you got to do. You got to tell us the story about what happened. with this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. But what? Yeah, what's his deal?
Okay.
Top, bottom. Who is? He's gonna go into detail, I assume. Yeah, maybe make me a PowerPoint.
For Friday?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd like to see a PowerPoint.
Okay.
Thank you. We cover it all on this show. Okay, you're cool throwing PFT?
My cool throne is Lyon, France. Lyon.
Oh,
I don't know how
okay.
you pronounce it. Lyon. I'm gonna go with Lyon. Lyon. It's a good sports town.
Yeah.
It's confirmed a good sports town. So they lost against Paris Saint-Germain in the Farmers League 4-1. It was a home loss. And then after the match, they made their players stand on the field while their fans got microphones and berated them for their
Yes.
performance.
The Coach K.
And the players had to sit there and listen to the fans tell them that they stunk, that they were an embarrassment to the jersey, which is awesome. I know I don't care about French soccer, but I do care about American sports and accountability. I would love to see this in the NFL.
Yes. Yes.
How great would that be?
Yes.
If Boltman was out there just berating Brandon Staley for not going for it on more fourth downs
yes.
afterwards.
Yes, we need that.
It would
the
be
accountability
fucking- it
is
would be
important.
Awesome. I don't
It should
think
just be a fan press conference.
it should be a fan press conference that the players have to listen to. And yeah, you are allowed to, if you're not even a fan, if you're just a gambler that lost money,
Yeah.
you're allowed to publicly air your grievances with Todd Gurley for taking a knee.
Yeah. Yeah. Just rip into him.
I love
like it.
I love this. It's such a fun video.
All right, my hot seat is the Angels for two reasons. One is Lucas Giolito, who was an Angel when the Angels were trying to go all in at the deadline, is the first player since I think it's I think it was actually 1898. I got to find it. He's pitched. He's given up 8 earned runs for 3 different teams this year. Pretty impressive.
That is pretty cool.
Hard to do. He's done it 3 different times, 3 different teams. He started on the White Sox, went to the Angels, now is on the Guardians. The last one to do it was Bill McGee. Bill McGee, who you probably all know. And Bill McGee is also, he did it in 1897. Bill McGee's also famous for just disappearing. No one knows where Bill McGee went. He was just living, he retired from baseball, was living with his wife and kid, and then never came back. And if you look up Bill McGee's age, it says that he's 148 years old.
I have to imagine that it was pretty easy to do that back then.
Yeah.
People could just move like 2 towns away.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm
No idea what happened to that guy.
going out for cigarettes.
Up on the horse.
And then the Angels also, because they had picture day today, and they had a body double for Shohei Ohtani.
That seems racist.
Well, it was actually a white guy.
Okay, that's not racist.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause I
that's
think-
actually that's very funny.
I think they literally were.
Now
when-
I'm glad that they did
Yeah,
that.
I think it when they did body double, I think it was literally a guy standing in a full uniform that they were going to then just put in Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
I thought the same thing at first. I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I saw the guy because they you could only see the back of him walking out of the clubhouse, and then they escorted him out of the stadium. I think that's pretty sick though. Whoever got to be the body double for Shohei.
Well, there's a clear picture of him.
Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, he's a white guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy looks nothing like Shohei Ohtani.
No, so I think they're just doing a full Photoshop because I thought my mind went to the same place. I was like, what the fuck?
So where was Shohei?
Injured?
He's injured.
Yeah,
He
well,
can't stand for a picture?
no, his arm.
Sometimes they don't they just go off to rehab or something.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
he's
pretty
hitting,
sure
right?
he's playing again.
Yeah, he's hitting.
Yeah, but he wasn't there. Either way, they're a clown organization through and through. My cool throne is Max's favorite player, Trey Turner, because he just went on paternity leave, which is not remarkable except for the fact that it's exactly 9 months to the day that he signed his $300 million contract.
That is awesome.
That is the best sex of all time.
I'm actually surprised that resulted in pregnancy.
Yeah, too.
I would figure he'd be using all the holes.
Well, maybe Doggy.
yeah, doggy. Yeah,
Doggy
true.
usually gets pregnant.
It shoots it deep.
Yeah.
Reminder for when he comes back for you guys to bet on him to hit a homer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the baby bump real in baseball?
I don't know.
He also just hits a home run every game now.
Oh, after you cheered for him?
Every single game he hits a home run.
Wow.
He's so good.
Is that true? Because you also claimed that the Phillies were the hottest team in baseball since
Yeah,
the All-Star
I mean,
break. And then I looked it up
that
because I was like, I think the Cubs are better. And you were way wrong.
I was wrong.
Okay.
But the Phillies are playing good baseball right now. They're getting hot.
Either way, Trey Turner having
Hottest team in sports, right?
hottest team in sports, having $300 million sex, that rules. Like, that was awesome.
It is pretty good. Yeah, good for him. Congrats, Trey. Very happy for you. All your accomplishments. Biggest fan.
Paternity leave. You should probably be back tomorrow.
I miss you.
But that's fine. All right. Trey Turner has hit 3 out of the last 4 games. He's hit a home. No, 4 out of the last 5. He's hit a home run.
That's pretty good.
But before that, he hadn't hit a home run in a month. So every game.
That's not true.
Has he done any
That is
cool
not
slides this year?
Oh no, he hit a couple.
I love
It's
Trey
since-
Turner's cool
since
slides.
the standing ovation, he's been insane.
Yeah, no, he actually. Max is sort of right. He's hit. Looks like 7 home runs in the last 8 games. That's pretty crazy. Good job, Max.
Thank you.
Fact checked. Correct. Jake, finish us off.
My hot seat is us as football fans
Why?
because unfortunately Chris Mortensen is stepping away from ESPN.
Oh,
People use the word legend all the time. He is a legend in the football media game.
Jake's trying to take our 500 out of 100 excitement to 499.
thank you, Jake. No, you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
Chris Mortensen, a legend, living legend, great guy.
This is just like the most exciting time, and you're like,
I was just like pumped for football. I was pumped to like take my shirt off and
Mort's done.
beat my
He
chest
deserves
tomorrow.
a tribute on the show.
Good job, Mort. Send him off like a king.
Yeah,
I like Mort. I like Mort.
He is a legend.
I just like he shouldn't have retired right before football season. He should have retired right after the draft, and we would have been able to be like, Mort, we miss you, we love you, great job.
Yeah.
He did it right before football season. It's any news right now, minus diarrhea on an airplane, is just a speed bump to Thursday night. It truly does not even like register for me.
He also was big Deflategate.
Oh,
here
Hank,
we
go
go.
off, Hank. You don't
He
forget.
just made up rumors.
Yeah, wasn't he the initial tweet? The
Yes.
11 out of 12 footballs?
Yeah. But great guy. I'll miss you more.
Great career.
Minus a completely false story that was just. Other than that, though,
Great
you can't
career.
win them all.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, this was a great tribute to Chris Mortensen.
Yes. Great
Yeah.
job.
My cool throne is college basketball.
Oh.
Barstool Invitational
Plug God, let's go.
is back here in Chicago.
Yes.
An unreal doubleheader. FAU versus Loyola Chicago, Mississippi State, Arizona State. Barstool.link/invitational for tickets. Barstool.tv on Wednesday, November 8th.
Yeah, Bobby
Can't
Hurley.
wait.
We get to call a Bobby Hurley game. It's fucking
And a
awesome.
Sister Jean game.
Sister
And a Sister
Jean
Jean
will hopefully
game.
be in the crowd.
PFT,
FAU.
or you got to take a picture with her.
I might challenge her to rough and rowdy.
You should ask her for a lap dance.
I should give her a lap dance.
Right, I know. You should
Yeah.
ask her if
Yeah,
you
if
can
I can
do a
give
lap
you a lap
dance.
dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get her out of the habit so fast. She'll be like, I wasted my life as a nun.
How many listeners do you think we've lost on this episode specifically? We haven't even got to the pancake.
I think Sister Jean would find me attractive.
Clemson fans are gone. People who are like, I don't want to hear diarrhea talk for 15 minutes. People who love religion. And again, we have not gotten to the pancake.
Well, no,
perfect-
this has nothing to do with Sister Jean's
Mort,
religion. I'm not talking
anyone
about.
who's anyone who's a family member of Mort.
I'm not talking about her religion. I'm just saying she would maybe think I was a fox.
Yeah. Listen, if you fucked Sister Jean, that would be a hell of a story.
It would be maybe the biggest,
Like,
maybe
let's
the
be
biggest
honest.
sports story ever.
Let's fucking just be honest right now. It would be a hell of a story.
I mean,
Even if you got head from her.
What is going on?
the camera at the Barstool
I feel
Invitational.
high right now.
This is ridiculous.
It pans up into the stands and it's Sister Jean and I'm like on my knees like Kanye West's wife in that boat.
This is a perfect last pre-football episode.
Yeah. No, but that's a good plug. Yeah, go buy the tickets. We want to pack the house. So it's in Chicago, Wintrust, where DePaul plays. Doubleheader, November 8th.
Yes,
Wednesday, November
8th.
8th. So there's not going to be any football that's going to be, we're competing against.
Bands are in the balcony.
Bands in the balcony. We'll see. Rico Bosco will get probably 15 shots at a half-court shot. But we're going to have a bunch of, same as last time. It was awesome. We had a bunch of Barstool personalities doing a bunch of shit. So it's going to be great. Excited.
Pumped.
Good plug.
Thanks.
And PFT is going to be getting head from Sister Jean in between games.
Or giving.
Yeah, or giving.
We'll see.
Oh, okay. I like it. That's hey, check misogyny off the box
Exactly.
for us. We do it both ways here. We'll lick that pussy. Okay. So Barstool Invitational, what is it? Where can they buy tickets?
Barstool.link/invitational.
Max,
Okay,
would you
great.
titty fuck Sister Jean?
No, I would not.
What's that look, Memes? Memes is giving a look. One of his classic looks.
I mean, it would be funny if PFT blew Sister Jean's back.
I thought he was going to say something like, "We can't run this." He was like, "No, I got one more.
like,
I got one more in
I've been
me."
thinking about it.
He's
yeah.
a Vince Carter meme.
I've
I got
crunched-
one more in me.
I've crunched the numbers.
I find this humorous.
All right, let's get to our interviews. We got Pete Prisco, then Dalvin Cook. Pete Prisco is brought to you by our friends at Proper Number 12, rich and smooth. Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey, new smooth to the core. Proper Number 12 Irish apple, new crisp and fresh. Proper Number 12 Irish apple, founded by Conor McGregor. For every bottle sold, a donation is made to support our brave first responders. Shoot your shot of Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey today. Pour the roar. Order your bottle of Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey from Drizzly. I was drinking it all last fall for the college football show. Proper Number 12 goes down nice and smooth. Perfect fall drink. Perfect drink when it gets to that like 50, 60 degrees. Tailgate, Proper Number 12. Pour the roar. Order your bottle of Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey from Drizzly. And again, for every bottle sold, a donation is made to support our brave first responders. So they're giving back Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey. Okay, here he is, Pete Prisco. Okay, we now welcome on one of our favorite guests, the fiery Italian, we call him.
It actually ends the 4-day Italian banishment from part of my
Yeah,
take.
for Tom Fernelli screwing over all our listeners, but it is Pete Prisco from CBS Sports. He is one of our favorite guests. He watches the film, and we're here to do an NFL preview, as is tradition, with Pete Prisco. Let's start here, Pete. Give me your 7 teams in the AFC that are going to make the playoffs. I want to start there, and then we can work around the league, but it's a good litmus test to see where your head's at going into the season.
Okay, we'll start in the East where everybody else starts because it's Aaron Rodgers' division. Buffalo will win the division. They're still the best team.
Okay.
And the Jets have to learn how to win. They haven't won anything. He has, and some of those old guys he brought with him from Green Bay, they have, but the majority of those guys have to learn how to win. So I'm picking Buffalo in a division. Jacksonville's a slam dunk in their division. You went,
Yeah, no, keep
I like
going.
that.
We'll go back to that. But I
Okay.
just want, 'cause
Okay.
it's a good way to start
The
off to
Chiefs
see
are
who
gonna-
you like. Yeah.
The Chiefs will win their division, and the Bengals will win their division. So there's
Okay.
the 4 division winners. The wild card teams will be the Chargers, the Browns,
Oh.
and the Jets.
Wow.
Interesting. So, but wait, you said that the Jets have to learn how to win first. Pete, you know football. You've been around this league. I've always been told that first you have to learn how to not lose before you learn how to win. And the Jets don't know how to not lose yet.
Correct. They haven't won anything. When was the last time the Jets were relevant? And granted, getting Aaron Rodgers changes the dynamic of the team, but you have to learn how to win. Big games, close games, and playoff games. They've done none of it.
How do you learn how to win? What does that look like?
You do it once, and then you come back the next year, and then you really can do it.
Okay.
For
All right.
example,
Yeah.
Jacksonville learned how to win last year.
Okay. So, all right, let's start with Jacksonville. I got a question for you because I know you're high on the Jags this year. You're jagging off. Now, obviously,
Wow.
they went to the playoffs last year. They win a playoff game. I'll just play devil's advocate for a second, okay? And then you can tell me where I'm wrong because you watched the tape. The Jaguars were 3-7 last year going into their bye week. They won a game against the Ravens, which was an impressive win. They got absolutely smoked by the Lions. They then beat a Tennessee team that was on a downward spiral. They have that kind of weird lucky win against the Cowboys. They beat a terrible Zach Wilson, a terrible Houston team, and then almost lose to Josh Dobbs and the Titans in a win and get in game to end the season to finish 9-8 and win the worst division in football. What like did you watch that you're like, this now is a slam dunk? Because it felt like if you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, they played the Chiefs well in the playoff game, they made some noise. They were pretty close to not even making the playoffs last year.
Correct, but remember, it took until mid-season for the Urban Meyer enema to work for them. I mean,
Okay.
it didn't get it all out until mid-season. And finally, by mid-season, it was gone. All of it. All the crap that he brought was gone. So then they went forward. Trevor Lawrence was comfortable, and they became a good team. But here's why they're a really good team this year to keep an eye on to go to the Super Bowl, which I think they're going to, by the way.
Whoa.
Here's why. Look at the schedule. They play 6 games in their own division, which is not good. They play 4 against rookie quarterbacks. They play Carolina, so they have Bryce Young. So there's another rookie quarterback. Desmond Ritter's barely played. Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr. That's their non-division opponent in that division.
And their tough games are at home too, right?
Well, you get Kansas City when it'll be 140 in week 2. You get Buffalo in London, which is actually a road game for the Bills. You'd rather play Buffalo in London than playing in Buffalo.
It's true.
So the schedule's favorable. If they don't win 13 games, it's a disaster. By the way, they're going to score 500 points.
Whoa.
500 points,
500 points.
and 13 games minimum.
Wait. PFT told me that you were high on the Jags. I didn't think it was going to be like this.
Oh yeah,
13
Super Bowl.
games,
Are they gonna,
Super Bowl.
Are they going to win the Super Bowl, Pete? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oof. Whoa. Well, man, that was close.
That'd be crazy.
But their offense is what Calvin Ridley will mean to that offense is going to change the way they play.
Okay.
And they're going to score a ton of points.
Have you ever been this high on the Jaguars ever?
In 99 when they choked.
Okay. What about their defense, Pete?
Well, okay, they have 2 high picks as pass rushers. Trayvon Walker, number 1 overall. Josh Allen was top 10. It's time. And when you play with the lead, your pass rushers become better. They'll be good enough on defense. They're not going to be great on defense. They'll be good enough on defense.
Okay.
That's fascinating to me, Pete. Jaguars Super Bowl.
Yeah, because this is now, I asked the AFC question because it is absolutely stacked. And you have, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, all these guys. You left out the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Dolphins of the playoffs. Why are those 3 teams not going to make the playoffs?
Well, I think those divisions are going to cannibalize each other. And that's another reason why Jacksonville has a big advantage. Look at the AFC North. I'm with you. Any one of those teams can win it. So they're going to beat each other up. The AFC East, Miami, Buffalo, the Jets, they're going to beat each other up. Out West, the Chargers are a really good team. And then who knows what Sean Payton will do with the Broncos. I don't think they're going to be great, but they could be better. So that's why Jacksonville has a big advantage over the rest. They might not be the best team, but all you have to do is get home field advantage and win 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
So Pete, talk to me about the Broncos because you are a noted Russell Wilson hater. You think that he's the worst quarterback in the NFL, that he never should have been drafted.
Wrong.
No, that's what you said. I read your articles.
And you watched the tape.
You watched the tape, confirmed. But you don't think that Sean Payton can fix him. You probably think he's just – is Russell Wilson unfixable?
Yeah, to ever be the quarterback that everybody thought he was, yes. He's never going to be that. He never was that. He was a good, functional quarterback who had the top-ranked scoring defense 4 straight years in the league. The last team to do that was the 50s Browns, which was a dynasty. They made it easy on him. Then he had a couple good years, and then he was done.
So with the Broncos, though, they're going to have one of the best defenses in the league, though.
I wouldn't say that.
So if Russell Wilson can be average to above average, the Broncos should be a good team.
If he's above average, they'll be a better team. They can get 9 games.
Okay.
I mean, he was a disaster last year.
He was.
It was terrible.
He was. So
And-
in the AFC, what if not the Jags, who is the pick? Because you're really way too high on the Jags. I'm going to say it right now. Maybe we'll play this back and you were the truth
I don't say
sayer.
they're the best team right now.
Right.
But the schedule will make them get the number 1 seed.
Okay. And if they play the Chiefs?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo and the Chiefs are going to be right in the mix again. Why everybody is sleeping on the Bills, I have no idea. I don't get it.
PFT and I actually had this conversation because obviously our listeners don't love the fact that we love Josh Allen so much, and we are biased towards Josh Allen and the Bills. But I don't remember a team that was as dominant as they were last year, where they were 14-3 or 13-3 because they didn't play that game against the Bengals. where their losses were by a score or less. And yes, their game against the Bengals was atrocious in the playoffs. But that doesn't mean they're all of a sudden a bad team. They were dominant last year.
By the way, I was on that Josh Allen bandwagon with you guys a long time ago.
That's facts. That's
when
facts.
he came out of Wyoming.
That's facts.
And everybody killed that kid. They were just brutal on him. And so what he's done is amazing. And I agree with you. Look at that team. He's going to be that much better because he was good last year. People think he turned the ball over because they ran him too much. That's part of the problem. They'll be better running the ball. Kincaid will help open up the passing game in the middle of the field. Then you go to the defense. Leslie Frazier was vanilla. He played a vanilla defense. They didn't attack. Sean McDermott will attack more, and I think that's going to be better for the defense. Sleeping on the Bills is just dumb. They're going to win the division and be in the mix again to go to the Super Bowl.
I like it. You didn't mention the Patriots. You haven't said the word Patriots yet. You mentioned every other team in that division. You're totally out on the Patriots.
I mean, you look at that roster. It's bad. The offensive line isn't good. The questions about Mac Jones. The receivers, I like DeMario Douglas, and I think he's going to be a good player, but he's a rookie. Defense, they have some talent on that side of the ball. They'll be feisty. But do you see Mac Jones taking an enormous step forward? No. And so they're the worst quarterback team in the division, which is going to be a problem for them.
So hot seat Bill Belichick.
That's ridiculous. That guy's good. That guy can go out whenever he wants to.
You just said the Jags are going to go to the Super Bowl. You're ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's way more ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Wait, they're going to fire Bill Belichick.
No, it just said hot seat. That doesn't mean they have to fire him. It just means that we get to talk about them firing him.
Hot seat. He could. You know what he has to do? If Kraft came into his office and said, "Hey, we're thinking about making a change or something," he should point to all the skins on the wall and say, "Look what I got you here, buddy. Come on."
Okay.
Kraft could go in there and be like, "Hey, Belichick, you're fired," and Belichick would be like, "No."
Yeah.
And Robert Kraft would be like, "Okay, fair enough."
Yeah. Good talk.
Probably.
See you next year. See you next year.
I'm going to cut you, Kraft.
Yeah. All right. So what about a team that I'm high on that you don't have in the playoffs, the Baltimore Ravens? I do think Todd Monken and that offense are going to be humming. They finally have receivers. Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham. We'll see what happens with everyone else. I think Rashad Bateman's already hurt. Why are you saying the Ravens are not going to be a playoff team?
I'm with you on the offense. Todd Monken's a great offensive mind. I think he's going to really help Lamar Jackson become a better passer. And you're right, they're going to score points. I worry about the defense. There's injuries in the secondary already. It's not a great secondary. They need their pass rushers like Ojabo to take the big step forward. Those are big questions. So I worry about the defense, not so much the offense. I'm with you. I think they're going to score a ton of points. I think Lamar Jackson's going to be phenomenal in that offense. But I worry about the defense.
Okay, that's fair. Now, on the NFC side of things, we can get your playoff teams in a second, but I just want to point out something that will be alarming to some of our listeners. You have the Lions in your power rankings. Everyone pays attention to the Pete Prisco power rankings.
Mm-hmm. Bible for me.
You have the Lions at 15. Ahead of the Lions, you have the Packers. You put the Packers ahead of the Lions. You put the Cowboys ahead of the Lions. You put the Browns ahead of the Lions. You put the Commanders ahead of the Detroit Lions. We're Detroit Lions supporters. We like Jared Goff. We like their coach. It sounds like you're a hater, Pete. Why are you hating on our Lions?
And I'm with you on Jared Goff. In fact, you guys, one time I went there and talked to him in training camp, and he brought up an interview that I had with you guys. So he's well aware. Yeah. I love Jared Goff. I just think there's another team. What have they ever won? And you have to learn how to win. This is the year you try and figure it out. Then next year, I think they're going to be a much better team.
I almost respect what Pete's doing here. He's saying, like, if you haven't already been good, then you're 1 year away.
Yeah.
And so you can always be 1 year late to supporting a team, but you're never going to be 1 year early.
So he's not hating either. He's like he's
remembering facts.
Yeah, right.
I'm not hating. I just think the expectations are out of this world for that team. They really are.
You have the Jaguars going to the Super Bowl.
And who else does?
No one. Yeah, this is why you're the best. All right, so give us the NFC playoff teams, which is definitely harder to do because it does feel like if you had, I think the AFC has probably 10 teams that I could see conceivably winning the Super Bowl. The NFC might have 2 or 3 that I can conceivably see winning the Super Bowl. So give us the 7 playoff teams from the NFC.
Division winners: Eagles, Packers. Yes, the Packers are winning that division. The 49ers and the Saints.
Okay.
That's the division winners.
Okay.
Wild card, Dallas, Washington,
Yeah, no, Pete's right about all these takes. Pete
and the Lions.
on the money.
Okay. What is it with the Commanders that you love?
You look at that roster is loaded. And if you can rush with a front four, and Chase Young's going to have a big year when he gets back on that field. He's going to have a big year. That defense is going to be nasty. Forbes is really good at corner to elevate the back end. Curl's one of the most underrated players in the NFL. You go to the offensive side, they've improved the offensive line, and the receivers are playmakers. And I think Sam Howell's better than people give him credit for.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a good year for them. It can't be any worse than they were at quarterback the last couple years.
Okay.
True. I mean, Taylor Heineke was all right. Carson Wentz, that was just a disaster. He's painful to watch. He's not going to play this year, is he?
No. Maybe he'll play in that spring league next year.
Yeah, so
that little spring league.
I'm actually with you on the Commanders. I think they're going to be better than people think. I disagree about Chase Young, though. I feel like the wheels are coming off with Chase Young. He can't stay on the field. I think it's been proven that Montez Sweat is a more effective, more productive player than Chase Young when he's playing. And yeah, he's in a contract year, but I think in Chase Young's own mind, he's almost like in take care of my body so I can cash in mode. But I don't think he's done that calculation correctly. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
He hasn't done the calculation correctly because he hasn't
13 sacks. And
he hasn't been out there.
If he's on the field, he's going to get them.
Yeah.
He's going to get them.
Okay. All right. So teams you left out. Giants. You're not a believer in the Giants. They added Darren Waller. They obviously paid Daniel Jones. Brian Dabo, I think, is a top 10, maybe top 5 coach for just what he did last year. Why are you so low on the Giants this year?
No, I'm not low on them. I just think that division's tough. And if
Okay.
you're going to put Washington in, that means the Giants are out. I don't think both of them can be in. The
Okay.
Giants are going to win 7, 8 games. And they're going to be a competitive team. I don't think they're going to be much worse. But they also have some issues. They got 2 rookie corners starting. That's tough. That's always tough. So there are issues with the Giants. And by the way, I'm a big Dabo guy. I think he's a great coach.
Okay, and now I don't want to ask this question, but I have to ask this question because I feel like you're going to give me an answer I don't like. Justin Fields.
No, you're going to like this answer.
Okay.
I think this is the year before the year for Justin Fields. They added some weapons. They added some weapons for him. He's going to improve as a passer.
He's gonna learn
He's
how to
going
win.
to run less.
Yeah.
As the rushing yards come down, the passing yards go up. That's a good thing for a young quarterback. I love where they're headed. This is the year before the year.
Do you know what's great about Pete? We're doing this year's preview and next year's. We don't have to have him
right.
back on next year. He's giving us all the
always gotta-
teams next
You
year.
always got to peek ahead.
Yeah.
Come on.
All
That's
right.
the
So
way this thing is done.
I mean, I do think he's going to have a much better passing year just because people obviously pick him apart. He's a controversial quarterback, but the fact that the guys he was throwing to last year, DJ Moore makes everything so much easier, and it also slots in the guys behind him to play their natural position of Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, Cole Kmet. Like I do think he's going to have a lot better year. I'm worried about the defense, the pass rush, but I think Justin Fields, he's going to do enough this year to get that extension, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, this is the franchise guy.
I think he's a good passer when he has weapons. We saw that in college. For everybody that picks him apart because he ran so much, look, I hate running quarterbacks, but you have to do it at a necessity sometimes, and he did. Now he'll develop and stay in the pocket and go through his progressions and his reads. His rushing yardage will come down by 2/3.
Okay.
He'll rush for 500, 700, 600 yards.
And then what about the Vikings and the Seahawks? You have them out as well, 2 teams that made the playoffs last year.
Well, the Vikings won so many close games last year. Were they that good? When you win that many games, everything goes your way. I do like Brian Flores as a defensive coordinator. But again, Kirk Cousins in the big moments, don't you worry about that. If you're a Vikings fan, they have to.
Yeah, but there's 2 sides to this, Pete. So you're saying that you don't trust the Vikings because they learned how to win too well last year. They spent all last year learning how to win, right? They maybe they weren't that great, but they got an A+ in learning how to win. So now they're educated in that.
Well, they won to get to the playoffs, but they didn't win in the playoffs. So they didn't learn how to win a playoff game. And Kirk Cousins had problem winning playoff games.
He does have
right?
a problem with that, yeah.
Okay.
What about the Cowboys? They know how to win regular season games. They don't know how to win playoff games. Does Dak suck?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't suck. But this is a big year for Dak Prescott. It's a big year for Mike McCarthy. They have to make the postseason. If they don't make the playoffs, Mike McCarthy's probably gone, and Dak Prescott is in trouble. So, yeah, he has to play well.
So I trust that defense, but there's something about the combo of McCarthy and Dak that just – I feel like the wheels are going to fall off this year. I feel like this is going to be the end of this era for the Cowboys.
Why does everybody pick Mike McCarthy apart? I mean, if you look at his record and the way he's had success over the course of his career, he's no different than Sean Payton, and yet Sean Payton's elevated up here and Mike McCarthy's down here. I don't
know
get
the
it.
answer to that,
Yeah,
Pete.
you know the answer.
answer.
It's fat. He's fat.
He's a big guy.
He's fat.
So when he makes mistakes,
Is that what it is?
he looks dumber.
Yeah, no, he has that look. Yeah, like PT's saying, when he fucks up, he's fat and he has that look like he's just staring off into the distance, being like, "What is going on right now?"
Sounds like there's like a tuba playing whenever he's on screen.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Mike McCarthy might be the most misunderstood guy in the NFL. Everybody, you look like you just described him. He sits there like that. Mike McCarthy's a tough guy from Pittsburgh. He isn't what you think he is.
Oh, no, I know he's tough. I'm just saying, look, it's just how the world works. When fat guys make mistakes, they get blamed a little bit more because everyone's like, look, his fat, dumb brain isn't working. I have to deal with it all the time.
Yeah, me too. I've had it my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, little fat guy.
Well, no, when you make a mistake, it's like, oh, the short guy's trying to take over Europe again.
Yeah, that's
That's what you get. Yeah.
Part of my take is sponsored by BetterHelp. We're going to get back to Pete Prisco in a second. Before we do, he's brought to you by BetterHelp. Do you ever find that just as you're trying to fall asleep, your brain suddenly won't stop talking? Do your thoughts start racing right before bed or other inappropriate moments? Turns out, one great way to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk them through. Therapy gives you a place to do that, and you can get out of your negative thought cycles. You can find some mental and emotional peace. I've benefited from therapy in the past. Therapy is a great tool that you can use if you're going through a change in life, if you're trying to sort things out. Talking it out with a therapist will actually help you. It'll make you feel better. It'll give you more clarity. I recommend it. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/PMT today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PMT. And now here's more Pete Prisco.
All right, so why are you low on Geno Smith? I've become a converted Geno Smith believer. His weapons are incredible. DK, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith-Njigba, like they're going to be able to pass the ball. Why are you not believing? And by the way, the Seahawks defense, like they have some phenomenal young guys on their defense.
the young guy. Yeah, they're young guys. Yeah, and if they take a step forward and Geno plays like he did last year, they could replace one of those teams. I had a hard time, with the last wild card team. They're going to be in the mix because I'm with you. But Geno's got to show he can do it again.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's true. Can you give us a quarterback that maybe nobody is expecting anything out of that you think is either going to take that next step or surprise everybody?
I think Sam Howell's going to surprise everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah. So did you watch his tape from North Carolina?
Yes.
So he had that really good second to last season, and then they made him run the ball more in his last season.
It was ridiculous. I don't understand what they did with him.
He
had playmakers outside. I never quite understood what they did with him.
So
I'm telling you, he has a little chip on his shoulder too. He's one of those guys.
Yeah, the
other quarterback who's going to surprise everybody, Jordan Love.
Oh, okay. I don't like that.
The thing I don't like about Sam Howell, though, is I don't know if you know this, Pete. He doesn't eat red meat.
Neither does Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's a big question mark.
We should do that in solidarity with our guys.
Just stop eating red meat.
No.
I would never do that.
No.
He doesn't eat a lot of things though, right? Sam Howell.
Sam Howell, I don't know. I know that he eats chicken. He eats a lot of chicken, and he tried steak for the first time this offseason. He said it was okay, but he doesn't eat it. And I feel like that's a red flag for a quarterback.
He's trying to be healthy. Justin Fields is a vegetarian, I think, isn't he?
Eats fish now. No big deal.
Oh, he does. So he advanced to the water, fish in the water. Okay, I get it. How about shellfish? Does he eat that too?
Yeah, I'm sure. He's housing some lobster every now and then, some crab.
Going through your whole life eating leafy greens.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's no way to live. No. What about Deshaun? Are you a believer in Deshaun?
Could you last a week?
No.
Eating leafy greens?
No, I don't. I think about my diet and I'm like, what? there hasn't been a day in probably 20 years where I didn't have some type of meat.
I don't eat a lot of meat. I'll be honest with you. I don't eat a lot of meat.
That's a
but
lie. You eat.
you get fat shamed every Saturday by Booger. It's
Yeah, I
terrible
know.
what he does to you.
It's bullshit, and that's a lie.
Can a man eat a couple donuts? Booger?
You brush your teeth with Italian sausage. I know you, Pete. I know you well.
He showers with gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys went there.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Pete, if you ate some more meat, you'd be a little bit stronger. You'd be able to do more push-ups. I've heard that your push-up game.
No, I'm not lifting hard anymore. I'm done with that. The doctor told me to quit it.
Oh, okay. All right. So wait, Pete, I want to do this real quick because you do watch the film, and this is educational for our listeners and viewers. Let's rank some position groups. Give me your top 3 offensive lines in the NFL.
Eagles,
Okay.
the Cowboys when they're healthy.
Okay.
Everybody's got to be healthy. The Chiefs.
Ooh, okay. What about
Because
secondary?
the Chiefs' interior is outstanding. They paid a bunch of money for Jawan Taylor at right tackle, and they got a veteran at left tackle in Smith. So I think that's one of the best lines in the league.
Are you concerned about the Chiefs' defensive line?
Very much so. If Chris Jones is not there, major problem. Because he's the game wrecker, makes everybody else better. They have problems. And so, yeah, if he's not there, very concerned.
So it's very concerning for you. The Detroit Lions also have a very talented offensive line. They're matched up
Very
against
good.
the Chiefs week 1, but you're a Detroit Lions hater, so you don't think that the Lions have a shot.
No, they have a shot, but I just think Mahomes is going to be Mahomes. Andy Reid's going to be Andy Reid, and they're going to score a boatload of points. He proved last year he could throw to us 3 and score points.
That's
They're
true.
going to score a lot of points.
All right, so give us the reverse, actually. Let's do it this way. Bottom 3 offensive lines, because these are the teams that we should all be selling on and fading because offensive line play is so important. Who have the 3 weakest offensive lines?
New England's one of them.
Okay.
Their line stinks. Miami's line is concerning,
Okay.
and Tampa Bay could be a problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about Deshaun? You think that this is bounce
Well-
back year for Deshaun?
I do. I don't think it's going to be Deshaun from the Houston days in terms of what he does on the field, but he's going to be much better than the guy we saw last year. That team has a ton of talent
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
If he plays anywhere close to what he did in Houston, which is why I think he will, I think they'll be a playoff team.
Okay. What about give us your best and worst defensive lines?
Best and worst defensive. Well, Arizona's defensive line is a problem, but you can say that about every position with that team.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Problem
they're
in
doing out there.
in like a bad way,
Yeah.
not in like
They're-
a problem to game plan against.
They're tanking.
Yeah.
No, it's a bad way. They're tanking in Arizona. I don't care what they say. I'm going to get rid of Kyler Murray and draft Caleb Williams.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
What do you think about Coach Gannon? Do you think that that he's a 1-year guy? He gives me 1-year vibes just from the get-go.
Yeah, but you know what? They said the same thing about Shane Steichen after his opening press conference. I don't buy into all that. How's he portray himself? There's the team meetings and everything. No, I don't. We have no idea.
Okay. All right. Other 2, give us some more defensive lines, both good and bad.
Defensive lines that are really good.
Yeah.
49ers,
Yeah.
great defensive line. The Cowboys have a chance to be really good on the defensive line. Now that Parsons is playing with his hand down, most are on the edge. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Oh, the Jets. The Jets are loaded on the defensive line.
Yep.
And Quinton Williams is a superstar, but they have a ton of players they can rotate in and out of there. They're going to come after people.
What do you think about the Jets' offensive line?
Problem.
Yeah.
Big problem.
Big
You're
problem.
asking an aging left tackle to hold up, and you got Mekhi Becton at right tackle, which is still a major question mark. So they have issues on that offensive line.
All right, can you power rank the rookie quarterbacks?
Ooh.
1, Bryce Young.
Okay.
2, from an excitement standpoint, Anthony Richardson, and then C.J. Stroud.
I think
And then
CJ
Will Levis.
I think CJ Stroud will have the best year of the rookie quarterbacks. I think Bryce Young will have the best career of the rookie quarterbacks.
Why do you think that?
I think Bryce Young has a lot. It's going to be tough for the Panthers this year. And I think CJ Stroud is going to be better in this year and this year only.
So I think Anthony Richardson's going to have like a Justin Fields type of year where he rushes for 900 yards and makes plays that way.
Okay.
So from that standpoint, I just think he's going to put up big numbers in the rushing game, which will help make him the better player than C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
Stroud's a better passer
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
What about the Steelers? We haven't really talked about the Steelers at all. It feels like they're flying under the radar this year. Nobody expects anything out of them. People forget Mike Tomlin has never gone under 500.
They're right there. I mean, they could, like I said, they could win the division. Anybody can win that division. I'm a big Pickett guy, and I think he's gotten a lot better. You saw that in this summer. He's much more confident, and I think they can push for the division. They can be a playoff team. It's just you got to put teams in and out.
Yeah.
Did you guys have the Steelers in the playoffs?
Yeah, in one of my picks that I did.
In the AFC, my playoff teams are Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Chargers, Chiefs, Titans, and Jaguars. Those are my playoff teams.
Okay, you got them all in.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a great year for the
good.
AFC. They're going to be the first.
It'd be like college football. Everybody makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be bowl games in the NFL. We've talked about that before. How great it would be if
Could
they
you
tacked
imagine?
in one game at the end of the season. Yeah.
There used to be a loser. There used to be a losers bowl back in the day.
Oh, really?
The third place
I would
game?
love to play in that.
It was the two losers from the conferences would go play a loser bowl in like Miami. They did.
Yeah.
I
Look it up.
I love that idea.
We shouldn't talk about bowl games around Pete because his team can't go to a bowl game.
Oh, why not, Pete? What happened?
They're not very good anyways.
But even if you were good, you wouldn't go to a bowl game.
Well, I wouldn't go to a bowl game if you paid me to go to a bowl game unless it's playing for a national championship or something. What are you going to go see, the Tostitos hot dog bowl or whatever they call them? They got
That'd
all
be a
that
great
name.
bowl
That
game.
sounds good.
No,
I
but
would
don't-
go to that.
Don't you guys have a bowl game?
It sounds
You
like
still have a bowl game?
an
Yeah.
awesome menu item at Bob Evans, the Tostitos hot dog bowl.
Bowl
I'm
games
in.
are fun.
And put a little hot dog in it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, to be
Beanie
fair,
weenies.
Big Cat's being a little bit unfair to you, Pete, because that's a self-imposed bowl game suspension. So you guys would probably make one, but you're just saying, hey, for the record, we're not going to go.
They're not making one either. They beat Southern Utah 24-21 the other day. Come
Hey,
on.
win's a win.
Could you imagine going to that game? There was a 2.5 hour delay. You're winning 24-7 or something, and then they come back after it got over at 1:00 in the morning, Arizona time.
All right, so Pete, give me your offensive player of the year and your defensive player of
Ooh,
the
I
year.
like this.
Is it MVP or Offensive Player of the Year?
Offensive player of the year.
He said the question correctly.
Okay. Justin Jefferson will be the Offensive Player of the Year, and Micah Parsons will be the Defensive Player.
We are doing last year's picks this year, and then
Yeah.
we're previewing next year's picks
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
So,
Offensive-
okay, for next year, you really want me to go?
Yeah.
You got to peek ahead. It's like doing a salary cap. You got to look ahead.
All right, so here's a question I got for you, Pete. What is the next zag in the league when it comes to how teams play? How do you see like some team figuring out a way to play against how football has gone, where it's passing all the time and these wide open offenses? What is the antidote to that? Is there a team specifically and a scheme specifically that you see coming along the pipeline?
No, running the ball is going to come back. Running backs aren't going to come back, but running the ball is going to come back. Everybody's played the schemes last year were off coverage. Make quarterbacks be patient. So what do? Pound it, pound it, pound it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be out of those bunched up formations, but you run the ball, get them out of that defense, and then throw over the top. So I think the running attacks will come back in vogue a little bit this year.
I like that.
Yeah, Pete, there was a lot of talk this offseason about running backs and how it's the death of the position and they're not getting paid anymore. And everyone's wondering, when did this happen? How did this happen? It's actually you. You were the first person that I remember saying never pay a running back any money whatsoever. Do you feel bad that you've taken
No.
food off of Jonathan Taylor's table?
No, I said that, a decade ago? Maybe even longer than that.
Yeah.
They don't decide Super Bowls. They just don't. They're interchangeable. And the great one isn't that much difference than the next guy down the list. It's just different. It's a different game now.
I would disagree
and so,
because
am I
Derek-
responsible?
Yeah.
They just caught up to me. The NFL GMs finally caught up to me. They usually do. I'm a little ahead of them most of the time.
But think about it this way: Derrick Henry. If he wasn't on the Titans for the last 3 seasons, they would be a bad team with an average running back. But they had Derrick Henry, who's the best in the league, and they were a playoff team because of him.
And they got what? Did they have a parade in Nashville? Did I miss a parade? They don't win Super Bowls. I think the last first round pick to win a Super Bowl as a homegrown runner was Jamal Lewis. Maybe I don't think he was a first round. I mean, it's been a long time.
So when the Lions took Gibbs and the Falcons took Robinson in the first round, did you throw up?
Ugh. Yes, I did. It was disgusting. You take a running back that high. Look, and they're good players, but what's the philosophy? Draft them, run them into the ground, and then 4 years later you draft another one and don't pay that one. Look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs found Pacheco in the 7th round and won a Super Bowl with him. You don't need a premier elite running back.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Who's the last guy to get paid? Elliott?
Oh, well, Christian McCaffrey.
How'd that work out?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He's
a little different, which is why the Gibbs pick is interesting because he's an airback. He catches the ball. They can slot him out. They can, like McCaffrey does. It's a little different style of runner.
What's a team that everyone's low on that you could see? Maybe they're not even a playoff team, but they're better than what people are prognosticating going into the season.
Green Bay.
Okay, that hurts. Okay, why?
I knew you didn't like that.
You like Jordan Love? Why do you like Jordan Love?
You know, his tape coming out was great. I'll be honest with you. I didn't love it. I think sitting for 3 years has helped him. And going there and watching him practice this summer, and I know it's just practice, but he's got a different feel to him. And then talking to the players, he's got a little of that crap inside of him that you didn't know he had. So I think that combined with the fact he has a good arm, he's comfortable in the offense. The defense is going to be really good, by the way. And if the offensive line stays healthy, and again, big if with Bakhtiari at left tackle, they're going to be good up front. So I think they have the talent to win that division. And Christian Watson is going to put up monster numbers.
Yeah, he's a problem. He is a problem.
I keep going to the fact that you have the Jaguars in the Super Bowl this year. And
Trevor Lawrence for MVP too.
We love Jags fans. We do jag off every year. It seems like we jag off and then they never finish. You know, we get close, but we never finish. And I hope that you're right for Uncle Chaps and the rest of Jaguars Nation out there. It would be very funny to see them in the Super Bowl. And if they won a Super Bowl, I feel like you have to give a ring to Urban Meyer.
No, that's been the enema work.
He's the architect of this team, Pete.
He isn't the architect of the team. No, he isn't.
He built this team.
It was a disaster. It was one of the worst NFL coaches I've ever seen in my entire life, and the stories are just endless that come out of there about that guy.
Yeah. Do you have an Urban Meyer story that we haven't heard yet? Because I love whenever it feels like every 6 months we get another Urban Meyer story.
No, I mean, I know some, but I know my personal interaction with him wasn't great.
What was that?
I went up there. I didn't know him. I didn't know him at all. But I went up there and was going to try and get him on camera for an on-camera interview, and they didn't make him available. And what happened was they said, okay, you can walk over to him and say hello to him and introduce yourself. So I walked over. I said, hey, I'm Pete Prisco. I shook my hand. I used to cover this team years ago. Used to live here for there where you're living. Just making small talk. I said, I work with Brady Quinn, who works with him at Fox. Oh, okay. And then I was going to ask him some football questions, and he shakes my hand, and he goes, I got to win, and he ran off.
Oh,
I got to win?
I got to win.
I got to win, and he ran off.
That's great.
It was he's one of the most socially awkward guys I've ever talked to in this league.
I'm going to start using that to get out of conversations.
Yeah.
I got to go win.
Hey,
See you
real quick.
later.
Sorry. Great talking to you, but I got to go win real quick.
I'm like, what? I went back and told the guy standing over there, I go, you can't believe he just did that to me. What an awkward man.
All right, Pete. Well, we appreciate the time. We got to go win.
We got to go win. I got one last question, the Roback question. RHOBACK.com. Use promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. Give us the Final Four and your Super Bowl champion, because you have the Jags, but we don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl according to Pete Prisco.
My Final Four is the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
The San Francisco 49ers against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
49ers beat the Eagles in San Francisco because they have a favorable division, and Jacksonville beats Buffalo in Jacksonville.
And then the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan finally wins his ring and is anointed the
Correct.
best coach in the league.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I like
By the way,
it.
one bone to pick with you two.
All right.
I made that comment about kickers on your show, and next thing I know, you're selling shirts with my slogan on it.
What was the slogan?
Make your damn kicks.
Make your damn kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you
You
make a
need to
lot of
send me
sense.
one.
Checks in the mail.
We'll send you a shirt.
Yeah.
No.
What size do you wear?
I'd rather have the shirt.
Okay. Well, great, because that check was going to be for like $30,000.
No, it was not. You're so full of it.
Too bad, Pete. You got the shirt. We'll make you an extra one.
It was like door number 1 or door number 2, and let's make a deal. I got this shirt instead of the $30,000.
Yeah, we'll throw in an extra shirt, being like, I passed $30,000. I passed up $30,000, and all I got was this shirt. It's perfect.
You'll be selling that too.
Yeah, true.
All right, Pete, you're the best. We'll talk to you again during the season.
Love it,
Thank you
guys.
for the hot takes. Go find Pete on Twitter and CBS Sports. He is the best. Thanks so much, Pete.
Okay, time for an interview with Dalvin Cook, and shout out to Body Armor. Body Armor helps us stay hydrated throughout our interviews with the biggest guests in the world, packed with electrolytes and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Body Armor hydrates the best athletes in the world, and most importantly, us, during interviews. Buy Body Armor today. Visit the Body Armor Amazon store or retailers nationwide. I love Body Armor. Body Armor is the best drink to have if you're dehydrated, if you just worked out, if you're just feeling like you got a small headache, like you need to rehydrate yourself, if you're just watching football, if you're talking with the boys, you want to have a Body Armor in your hand. It's so refreshing. Love the strawberry banana. Love the orange mango. They've got great flavors. The blue raspberry is fantastic as well. And the coldest water in the game. Their water's the best. Available in stores nationwide. Head on over to the Body Armor store on Amazon and get yours today.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest, one of the best running backs in the NFL. It is newly minted New York Jet, Dalvin Cook. We are a pro running back podcast. I want to start there, Dalvin. I want to actually begin with, did you join the Zoom when all the running backs decided to get together on a Zoom and be like, why aren't we getting paid enough money?
Yeah, I was part of that, the whole thing.
Okay. And what was we were joking about it because we're like, I don't really know. Like at some point you have to join a Zoom. It feels like it's work now. Did we get any progress? Because if you have a message that we need to say to everyone about the running backs, we're here to do that for you.
I think it's kind of clear, to be honest. Like, everybody knows the certainty of the position right now. Like, it's a vulnerable, it's a vulnerable spot to be in, like to be a running back right now. Like everybody kind of know that, and you kind of seeing the situation, unravel. Like you see the situation going down in Indy. You got one of the best young guys that's trying to, get what he deserves, and I think it all comes down to how, ownership and the people in the building value us, and I just think that's where we're at right now. So I think the meeting kind of just got our voices out there and just got it to some of the people we needed to get it to. But I feel like, we still at that spot where something got to be done.
Yeah, I mean, one idea we came up with, I don't know if it was discussed on the Zoom, but what if running backs just stop blocking for quarterbacks? What if you stop picking up blitzes? Feels like they'd pay you more after that.
Kind of hard, man. When you love ball so much, and especially, in my position, when you got a Hall of Famer back there.
You got to block.
When you got a Hall of Famer back there, you got to block for that guy, man.
Okay.
Yeah, or
you got to block.
What if there's no franchise tag for the running back position?
That'd be cool right there. To be honest, I think we're one of the positions that I think should not be on a tag.
Yeah.
I think the beating that we take, the overload. If you're one of those great and one of those special players, you get the overload. You get 400 touches a year, damn it. So it's like, I think we shouldn't be able to get a tag. I think so.
Or I mean, the tag probably shouldn't exist in general. It's kind of weird how they came up with that whole idea. Now you have to play under it. Or running backs just don't get drafted. You become free agents the moment that you step out of college. You get to decide where to go to the highest bidder.
That's different. I haven't seen it from that.
That's a good
From
one.
that perspective.
Yeah,
that's a good one. But I don't know. You just had two guys going the first round this year, with two of them,
Yeah.
John and Jameis, right? Like two of them go. They got some of the money that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? You got a rookie making all this money. more than some of the guys that have been proven in the league. But it's like I'm happy for him, you know what I'm saying? Like just to see him getting some money. But I got a little brother in the league, so I'm just trying to set the narrative straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he work his butt off, he do everything right. He's gonna ball out. So I just feel like he should get what he deserves.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your little brother. Did that have anything to do with you going in the division to the Jets, that you get to play him twice a year now?
I just think like when the thing really unfolded of me, being a free agent, like I think that was really that was on the table for me, like to join that division, like the Dolphins or the Jets, or just to go play that division. Like I don't know how it came down to that so quick, but that's what it was. Like it unfolded real quick, and like we kind of knew when he was down there training with me, like, all right, I might end up in the same division as you, and nonchalant as he be, like, all right, so
Yeah. Now you can be honest with us. You signed with the Jets mid-August. Did you do that because it's like, hey, I don't really want to go to all of camp? Because that would be a really smart decision. Where it's like, let me take a little bit of time. I am a running back. I do get the wear and tear. I can pick a team that I want because you're such a value asset. Were you making sure that you took enough time that you didn't have to maybe do like the really shitty days of camp?
No, I wasn't really like looking at it like that, but like, now that it unfolded like that, like, you know what I'm saying, like camp is camp. Like I know what I'm getting out of camp. Like I could get better in camp, man. Some things can happen that you don't want to happen. So, but like, I wasn't really thinking like that. It was really like a tough decision coming down to it. Like, you know what I'm saying, where I wanted to, place my family and put us in the best position to go be successful. It was like, I knew nothing outside of Minnesota. So it was like, all right, let's go weigh my options. Let's go take a visit to the Jets. Let's go, see what teams are talking about. And I think when I took my visit, I kind of sold things up. But nah, I actually just had a kid 2 days ago. I was kind of waiting, trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. I just didn't want to like jump to the conclusion and just like, kind of miss his birth and do things like that. So I was kind of holding it off as long as I could. But like, just with great people in a facility, in New York, they kind of let me go back and, enjoy that time with him. But
That's
it was
smart.
good.
So you had a boy?
Yes, yeah, boy.
Congrats, man. That's awesome. Would you let your son play running back if that time comes?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
No? What position would you say?
He's a big baby, man. I don't know. We might go be hooping or something.
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say power forward is the
seeing
answer. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been seeing these contracts come out. I'll be like, oh man. Like, I think I'm in the wrong sport.
Yes, absolutely. So what was it that sold you on the Jets? Was it Rodgers? Was it the coach? What was the final thing that you're like, this is where I need to be?
It was the whole thing, man. Like really, just the feel of it. To be honest, I came on my visit, like I had no idea what I was walking into, and I talked to some guys that have been here in the building. All I heard was great things, like they take care of their guys. They take care of their guys, and I just kept hearing that repeated. And I got here, and the visit just, everybody enjoyed themselves. We got a good feel of, who they was as an organization. They got a good feel of who I was as a person. The film already spoke for what I could give you on the field, but like, just sitting down with those meetings, with Headman and everybody, it was a great visit. And like you said, the roster itself speaks for itself. You dig deep into it. When I played these guys last year, the defense is defense. Like they rolling those guys. They got a great defense. And I think with the young running back room that we got, and just add me with that, that veteran presence, just helping these guys, make more plays on the field. And like you said, you got 8 at quarterback. You got the Offensive Rookie of the Year. I done played with some great receivers. I'm lucky enough to go play with another great one. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, Rodgers is a great guy. I've never said a bad word about him. I mean,
that's true.
Selfless teammate, just great leader. You got a chance to win with him.
Yeah, like I said, it was a no-brainer. I played against that for 6 years, so I wasn't trying to be on the opposite side of it no more.
Yeah.
So let's be friends now.
Yeah. Yes, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Hard Knocks?
I haven't watched it.
You didn't watch, because my theory was that you saw the episode where they brought in the Mentalist, and the Mentalist guy asked for a prediction on who's going to win the Super Bowl, and he turned over a card that said the Jets are going to beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. My theory was that you watched that and you were like, oh shit, this guy says that the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. I need to be on that team. But you haven't watched it yet.
Nah, I ain't believing in what he got to say. I ain't watch it. To be honest, I didn't even watch that episode. I might need to go watch it, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched none of them yet. To be honest,
It's going to blow your mind when
Yeah.
you watch it. Yeah, you're going to believe. You're going to be like, okay, well, that's going to happen. We're
Yeah.
going to win the Super Bowl.
I think it's gonna happen. We got the pieces to go make it happen. But this league is a put the product on the field. Let's play each Sunday, Monday, whatever we play. Let's go do it. You got to go out there and prove it. So,
Well, I got another thing that believes in the Jets. Do you believe in ghosts? Very important question.
ghosts.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with because you can't see ghosts. You probably just can hear them. But I never heard of seen a ghost. So I'm gonna say no. I never experienced it in my 28 years of living.
Okay, wrong answer. Ghosts are real. And a friend of ours, a colleague of ours, bought a house in Chicago, and he has a ghost in the house. And the ghost told me to bet the Jets Super Bowl. So you should start believing in ghosts.
So what type of ghost is this? What, he died at the casino?
No, well, he was a gambling ghost. Yeah, we were talking to him. He was hitting this beeper thing, and I said, and we said Jets Super Bowl, and he hit it, and it's like, it's a ghost. How can you not trust a ghost? A ghost knows all.
Oh, you talked to the ghost too. You talked to the ghost too.
Oh, I talked to the ghost directly. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Telling you.
New to me.
Start believing in ghosts.
I'm starting to see the trend, man. Everything's leading right up to it. Everybody's selling the Jets in the Super Bowl. Huh? I'm starting to see the trend.
Yeah. Ghosts, even
I
dead people.
I believe in ghosts now.
Yes,
Okay, there you
exactly.
go.
There you go. Converted ghost believer.
You believe in ghosts. You're a smart man. You can't deny it. You can't deny that if a ghost is on your side, you'll take all the support you can get, right?
Yes.
That's it.
So
keep it coming.
So you believe in ghosts. We believe in a former teammate of yours, Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like Jameis is maybe the most entertaining quarterback to watch in the NFL. He's so fun, and you used to play with him. He's a big rah-rah speech guy. We've all seen the eat the W thing. What was it like playing with Jameis in college?
It was cool, man. Like, he was coming off his Heisman year. They had to win a national championship in 13. I get there in 14, and it's cool, man. Like everything's great. Like, he had his hiccups, like, you know what I'm saying, the couple of situations he got into, but like it was never nothing like more than that. I think he evolved over the years as he got in the league with the speeches and all that, because he never did that with us. Like, he'll give us a speech, but it'd be like, all right, let's go play.
Right.
It wasn't like nothing out of the ordinary, but like it was cool, man. That's my guy, man. Like, I don't know, like he have his moments, like, and it'd be like, hold up, what's happening right now?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like it was cool, man. Like, we went to the playoffs, we had a great year. Like, unfortunately, like we lost to Oregon that year in the playoffs, but I don't know, man.
What about the time? Are you specifically talking about the time? I think it was when you were there, when he was suspended for a half and he came out in full uniform, and Jimbo was like, dude, what
game?
Yeah, it was like Jimbo was like, dude, what do you think suspended means? Did you talk to him after, like, man, that was screwed up, they didn't let you play? That was one of my favorite Jameis clips. He just wanted to play ball.
Yeah, it was kind of weird though, because I kind of felt where he was coming from, and like Jimbo did tell him he was suspended in front of the team. It was a situation where he had the little situation where he stood up and said something.
Fuck her in the pussy.
Yeah. When he said that, and it kind of went viral, and the NCAA called right like the day before the game, and we was in a meeting. Jimbo told him he was suspended for a half, but I guess he thought he still could warm up. That's when he came out with his clothes on. I guess he thought he still could warm up. I kind of felt where he came from. Like, I'm gonna warm up. I'm just gonna take my clothes off.
Right.
Jimbo wasn't having it.
No.
Jimbo was
all-time
he
clip.
was fired up.
Yeah.
No, that was funny right there.
Yeah, so funny. He just looks confused, and they're just talking in front of the tunnel. So I always wonder this because we're sports fans. We see it. We obviously don't live it like you guys live it. You, in your college process, you committed to Clemson, then committed to Florida, then went to Florida State. How much shit did like random people on burner accounts talk to you when you flipped commitments? Because we always laugh about on this show the fact that there's like grown men tweeting at like 17-year-old kids and getting mad at them because they decided they wanted to go to a different college?
Yeah, back then, like I wasn't really big on like social media, but like when I picked the Jets, it was worse. Like, to be
Oh,
honest,
really?
like it was crazy. I was getting stuff like, yeah, it was bad. This goes to show, like if you really not mentally like stable and like mentally ready for social media, I think when you making big decisions like that, like that can like alter people's feelings. I think you just might need to stay off of it because there have been times I done came close to replying to some people, but it's like, all right, why waste my time? Like let's not even go there and get into this back and forth keyboard writing. But it's just like, yeah, man. Like when I committed to Clemson, because everything for me happened so fast, within like a year and a half span, and I committed to Clemson, then I decommitted and then committed to Florida, and I just decided to go to school early, and I just went to Florida State. Like I didn't even like really do nothing else. I didn't commit to Florida State. I just went to school, and I didn't really get nothing too much from it because I wasn't really on social media. But like when I made my decision to sign with the Jets, I think it was worse.
Which fan base was the worst to you when you signed with the Jets?
I think I pretty much got it from everywhere. I think people was expecting me to sign back to Minnesota. Obviously they was expecting me to go home, so I really got it from Miami fans the worst. So I'm looking forward to going back home and being a villain again.
Yeah. You played out in Minnesota, have had a great career out there so far. Run behind CJ Ham, one of our favorite fullbacks in the NFL. CJ Ham he's a fucking beast. That dude is a monster. You're gonna miss CJ?
I'm gonna miss him, man. I'm gonna miss that guy, man. It's just how easy he made the game on me. Like people don't really know like the communication that we had, and it was nonverbal. Like it's just like we just reacted to each other so well. Like it was just a great package. I can say that for the years that we was there together, man. And you see why they extended him again. Like it is what it is. Like CJ gonna be CJ, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy for him, man. I just wish I could have took them with me. Could have brought them over here.
Well, Rodgers did that. You could have, yeah. Rodgers brought the whole Packers with him.
We got a good one in the building now, though, man. We got a good one.
This is a dumb question, dumb fan question, and dumb theory that we had. But did Alexander Madison grow out his dreads just so that way when he like came in, in relief of you, you'd be like, oh, is this still Dalvin Cook?
So he was already growing his dreads when he first got there. But like, this is how funny this man is. Like I love him, man. Like, that's my little brother. Like man, it's crazy how much love I got for him. And like we used to do a lot of stuff together, just like being around each other every day. And he started to dress like me. So like, and he was doing it on purpose. Like he'll do it on purpose. Like he'll do it on purpose. Like he'll come to my locker, he'll see what I got on, he'll do it on purpose. Like he'll dress just like me. And one time we had they had put me in front of like, it was training camp. It was like 2 years ago. They put me on the front of the cover of the magazine. And I'm looking at the cover and I see it's not me. But the picture, it say Dalvin Cook, but it's him. So we went to the lady and we told her like that's not me, like that's Alex. She felt so bad. Like I'm like, bro, why are you doing that? Why are you doing this to the lady? Like, like he used to do it on purpose. Like he did it on purpose. It would be funny, man. Like
there'd be so many times.
Yeah, we did look just alike.
We'd be watching games, be like, oh, Dalvin Cook scored, and be like, wait, nope, that's not him. Never mind, that's Alexander Madison.
Fantasy football owners must have hated him.
Yeah,
they get all excited. They got another Dalvin Cook touchdown. And then they're like, wait a second.
That's not him. Shit. That's smart. That's funny that he did it on purpose. Yeah. I respect that. That's true backup running back. Just dress for the job you want.
My grandma used to get us mixed up. When my grandma used to get us mixed up, I used to be like, hold up, bro.
What was it like? What was it like in the locker room last year in the game against the Colts, the famous comeback game? I think that was like the week before Christmas. It was on a Saturday, if I remember, against Jeff Saturday and the Colts. And you guys are down big at halftime. You scored the last touchdown in regulation. Was there a sense at halftime that you can win the game? Or was it just like, let's go out there, try to, not embarrass ourselves in the second half and see what happens?
But I was probably like, the way I could describe it, like that was probably like the most calmest comeback ever. Like when we went into the locker room, because like the energy when we came out for the game, like it wasn't really there, because that was a game for us to clinch the division and like to like just handle things to get it out of the way, and like the energy wasn't there like for us to like be in the mode of like clinching the division. And like we went into halftime and like everybody's like calm as shit. Like we just like calm, like everybody was just chilling until like Pat P, he kind of like stood up. But you still had guys like yeah, we can do it, but like nobody wasn't believing that shit. Like it was like, all right, Pat P kind of stood up and was like, yo, like just calm down. All we need is 5 touchdowns. Like everybody looked like 5 touchdowns, like 5 touchdowns, and showed up. We got out there, and they started rolling out. Them things started coming back to back to back, and everybody was just so calm. And then you kind of felt that energy just coming back into the building, You kind of seen the stands filling back up, and you just kind of seen everything just happening. And to me, like I played in that Buffalo game, but that was like real close to that Buffalo game, like for one of the craziest games I ever played in my life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys played some wild ones last year. All we need is 5 touchdowns. When you put it that way, yeah, we can do this.
5.
It's not that many.
We ain't even got one.
That's it. Yeah, one hand, just one hand of touchdowns. By the way, I forgot that one of our writers here, who's a Dolphins fan, did write a blog right after you signed with the Jets, saying Dalvin Cook going to the Jets makes me want to drink bleach. So yeah, you did get a lot of people getting upset. So he didn't drink bleach, but you made him want to. Yeah, you made him want to drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach, man. Life is great.
Yeah. We know ball on this show. You can probably tell we're very smart, very intelligent football fans. We know that it takes some time for a running back to fit in pass protection, especially if they're in a new system, new team. Have you gotten started on that? How long does it take you going to the Jets, new offense coordinator, new system, new offensive line? How long does it take for you to really feel comfortable in pass protection?
For me, I kind of always been like on top of things like that. You get your little hiccups every now and then, but like this is a system that I ran before. So like I'm pretty familiar with what they got going on. Like I ran this system, 2 years ago? I ran it when I had Gary Kubiak. So I'm pretty familiar with it. Just kind of getting my brain fresh on the terminology and everything they saying. They kind of change up a little lingo, but the system is the system. Like as far as what they're trying to get done, I pretty much know what they're trying to do. So I'm pretty good with that. But it's still going to take a lot of reps to go out there and get this thing done. Because I was here last week, but I had to fly back home. So I'm gonna really get a true week of practice coming this week.
Mm-hmm.
Another dumb question. How cool is it being fast? Are you like, do you ever find yourself catching, like when you burn by someone or you give someone a good juke, you're like, this is awesome. Like I just made you look so foolish.
There's been some times where I done caught balls in like tight spaces, like really like check downs, to be honest. And like I get past some guys, I'm like, all right, I am that fast. Like you kind of catch yourself sometimes, like when you get past guys, like and you see guys really like trying hard to get you, but like you really just in the mode of just trying to get where you're going, and it's like, all right, yeah, I'm here. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's got to be a very cool feeling.
Are you faster than your brother?
See, like the thing about it, like we never raced, but like we run totally different. Like he run with like a longer stride than me. Like my steps are like shorter, but they're like not choppy. But like he run with a longer stride. I don't really want to race him. I just give him the title, to be honest. Like, all right, you got it, bro. Like, but I never got caught on film. Let me just say that.
Okay.
Ooh,
never.
We're film guys. We can find something.
You catch me getting ran down on tape, boy. Show me. Okay. I ain't got ran down on tape.
Okay.
How much would you pay us if we found it?
$100 a rundown. Wherever I get ran down is $100.
All right, Jake. Let's take $100 off him. Can you find that?
It.
Can you look up the tape?
We're
gonna find something on tape for you.
We gotta find some tape. There's got to be someone. By the way, here's another one. Fuck you, the Jets, Florida State Seminoles. Boy, you got me 38 hot. Called you a bitch ass.
What is this you looking on? Instagram, Twitter?
Twitter. I just searched Dalvin Cook, fuck you.
Twitter
There's a lot.
Wild, Twitter is wild.
There's a lot of people mad.
Like, Like Twitter is one of them things where, like I said, mentally, if you just like one of them people that just react to stuff this quick, like you got to stay off Twitter. Like,
You know what it is?
Yeah.
You know what it is? You were you liked some tweets this offseason. You got in a little trouble for liking tweets, not the Diggs type of trouble, but there was a video of like some Miami Dolphins clip where it was like is Dalvin Cook going to sign with the Dolphins? You liked it, and then everybody from Dolphins, all their fans, they were like, "Oh shit, he's coming here because he liked that tweet." Were you just messing with him?
nah, man. Like I said, it came down to the end. Like if I was gonna sign with the Jets, like to be honest, bro, I would have been signed with them. Like it came down to like me coming to take a visit, me seeing what I needed to see, like me being around like the people and like seeing what like I could be like a piece to come in and help you guys win. Like it came down to the end. Like Miami was right there in the race, but like it came down to some things where the Jets did some things better than Miami at the end, and I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Do you like playing in the cold?
Ooh, good question.
Thanks.
Like it depends on how cold. Like I was in like we played in Green like we didn't play in Green Bay like at the end of the year. Probably the last 3 years I was in Minnesota. And the last time we went to Green Bay, it was 0 degrees. Like I hated every second of it. But like I don't think I'm gonna be in any game as cold as that. Like as far as playing out here in New York, like I know it's gonna get cold, but like I don't got no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like ball is ball. Like they gotta feel the same pad hitting situation that I gotta feel. Like they gotta feel that same thing I'm feeling. So like ball is ball.
I like that. Ball is ball.
Ball is ball.
Respect.
That is respect. All right, so do you have a prediction for this year? Yards? Can you tell people why they should draft you in fantasy?
I'm gonna be productive. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm just telling you, Dalvin Cook is Dalvin Cook. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you take it for that, just take it for that. Like, it's all I need to say. Like, I don't need to say too much. Like, Dalvin, I'm me. Like, I'm back in 33, so we good. Like,
okay,
it is what it is.
Are there certain numbers that you feel faster in than other numbers? Like, what if they made you wear like 45 for a year?
I wouldn't wear it.
You quit.
Yeah, the new numbers are crazy. You know, that's not a fast number. What are the fastest numbers?
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't go, like if I ain't go like a single digit, like I'm going back to 33 regardless. Like, that was the most productive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 33. Like, that's what it is. That's how I came out. I came out swinging 33. But like, other than that, I wasn't going no. Nah, them numbers don't even make you look good. You don't even look good in numbers like that.
Yeah. So if you weren't 33, what would be the fastest numbers that we would say? I would say like a 1. 1 looks pretty fast. 7 looks fast. 21. 21's really fast.
21 is fast. I like 21. 22 is kind of a good number too, but like, I feel like 22 is one of those numbers where like you fast and it's just like, all right, I could run this thing too. Like 22, one of them numbers like in the middle of like, yeah, I'm that guy, like type numbers. Like I like 22 to be honest.
Yes.
Deuce.
I had one last question for you. It's a Roback question, rhoback.com. Promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, everything. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. This has been awesome, Dalvin. We appreciate your time. I found another one. It was Dalvin Cook, you fuckhead, on Twitter. And that was from me, December 6th, 2020. And I went to look it up. Do you remember this game? Pretty much anytime I swear at an athlete, it's gambling related. It was the Jaguars-Vikings game where I think you guys were like 9-point favorites and you had first and goal at the 2-minute warning and you just didn't score. And you won by 3. Do you remember that? Because you were a fuckhead for that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They told me don't score.
Yeah, well, come on. We got people who need that.
That was a situational moment. Yeah, I feel you though. Hey, one thing about it, I feel you. I feel you. Like I understand. Like when things are on the line and big things at stake, I feel you. Like get your emotions out. I'm not a person that take emotions. I take them how they come. That's just what it is. But hey, I'm a fuckhead.
You were a fuckhead. In that moment, you were a fuckhead. I know that your coach probably told you to do it. But I stand by the tweet. But yeah, Twitter is wild, so I can't really criticize anyone when I'm tweeting Dalvin Cook, you fuckhead, in the middle of the day.
Maybe we can think twice and we can just call the coach a fuckhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say, I got to talk to them too.
Yeah, you would probably think to yourself, like, that's a touchdown you could have. You're like, Kevin O'Connor, you fuckhead.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. You needed that. We need those scores.
It is very crazy.
Oh, man. Well, thank you so much, man. Best of luck. Believe in ghosts. The ghost told me. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now I feel like you're not believing in ghosts again.
Nah, I don't. Well, to be honest, I don't want to hear no ghosts. I don't want to see no ghosts because wherever I'm at, I would never be there again. If I ever heard or saw it, I would get missing. I would be gone. But like, hey, I tip my hats to y'all for talking to the ghosts. Whenever you see them again, tell them I said what's up, and we appreciate it.
All right. Well, if you guys win the Super Bowl this year, will you come visit and we'll go talk to the ghost and be like, yo, thanks for believing in us?
If you could set it up like this between me and him, like right here, like how we got
I can do that. Yep.
Good.
Okay, we'll do that. All right. If you win the Super Bowl this year, we'll set up a Zoom with the ghost.
Set up a Zoom with that ghost.
Okay, perfect. Well, Dalvin, best of luck this year, man. Thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate y'all, fellas.
That interview with Dalvin Cook was brought to you by Verizon. This season, Verizon is making sure that NFL fans everywhere have a great plan to watch all the out-of-market Sunday afternoon games. What's not a great plan? Crowded sports bars with obnoxious rival fans. You know what the worst is? You try to time it out. You go to like a sports bar with your buddies. You think you're going to have a seat, and you end up just standing there for an hour because you don't have a seat. You haven't planned ahead. Don't wait till the last minute. Use Verizon. You know what else is a bad plan? Texting your family for play-by-play updates because you don't get into the game. What is a great plan is for a limited time, you can get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV on us. That's a value of up to $449. I'm going to say that again. You can get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV on Verizon. That's up to $449 in value. Plus, when you switch to Verizon, you can also get a new 5G phone, like the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, all with Verizon's My Plan, the plan for fans. That's right. You can get a new 5G phone on them. Get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV on US at Verizon.com/take. That's Verizon.com/take. That's a great deal. Plan ahead for football season. I'm telling you right now, you can get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV, and it's on Verizon in the US at Verizon.com/take. And now, time for Jimbos.
Okay, we're bringing back Jimbos. It's the time to bring back Jimbos, and we have a special sponsor for Jimbos. Who we got, PFT?
Oh, yeah. Today's Jimbos are brought to you by the one and only Snickers. That's right, the most satisfying solution for all those rookie mistake moments. Packed with chocolate, caramel, peanuts, and nougat, Snickers is the go-to play when life throws blitzes your way. Rookie mistake. Maybe you just need Snickers. Learn more at snickers.com/NFL.
We were talking right before we started taping. Snickers ice cream bars are my 1-1 quick ice cream bar to pick up.
They're so good.
I ate one tonight. I also buy them for my kids, and I cut them up and give them to them. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best. They are so good.
You know what else is great? If you take a regular Snickers bar and you put that in the freezer.
Yeah.
I know it's not the same as ice cream, but it's still elite.
Still elite. I'm probably going to hit another Snickers ice cream on the way out.
Yeah. A match.
What did Jim Tomsula originally do for it to be called Jimbo?
He called it, he said that sometimes like when you got to run but you pass instead, he's like, we call that a Jimbo. Like he actually phrased Jimbos for his own mistake. I'm going to look it up, see if I can get the clip.
It's to take accountability. He would be like, yep, that one was a Jimbo. That challenge. I shouldn't have challenged that. That's a Jimbo.
Yeah, he literally was like, yeah, he named himself. He named his own mistakes as Jimbos.
Love that.
He's like, yeah, I screwed up there. That's a Jimbo.
I can't believe we haven't had Tom Sula on Part of My Take yet.
I know. I feel like he would maybe not like us. I don't know.
I think he
Sister Jean fan.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. I'm looking it up. Okay. That I just found a tweet. That's a Jimbo. Tom Sula's phrase when he was the root of the problem, like when 49ers tried to come out passing versus the Browns. That's a Jimbo. So if he's the root of the problem, he's like Jimbo. Mm-hmm. Love that. That's accountability.
With that being said, I brought my girl bowling, think it'd be a fun, relaxing time, and she beat me all 6 games.
Oh, no.
And I didn't post a score over 100.
Oh.
Top 3 most embarrassing hour I had to deal with.
Was this you writing about me and you?
No.
Bowling? What I beat you? 157 to 85?
That was one game.
Right, but you got 85.
I beat you during the bowling stream.
Okay, but we played like 75 games. Of course, you're going to win once. Yeah, this is listen.
6 games, one game happens.
One
you can't
game
go,
happens.
You can't go 0 for 6 trying to break 100.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not about your girlfriend beating you. That she's probably a good bowler. What are you going to do? Not being able to break 100 as a man 6 straight times. That's brutal.
Yeah, it is tough. You would think that you would find a groove around game number 3 or 4.
Or put up the bumpers.
Yeah, or just like not even aim. Be like, I'm not going to even try to get a strike. Let's just hit some of the pins.
We got to start a bowling league.
Bowling is.
We should be in a bowling league.
Bowling's fun, but one major problem I have with bowling now is I used to love it because you could smoke cigarettes inside.
Yeah.
And it seems like that is even going away, which is tough. Like there's certain places that should allow cigs inside because my policy for myself is I'm allowed to smoke cigarettes indoors I'm allowed to smoke cigarettes if it's indoors or if I'm out of the country.
Right.
And now it's like I'm running out of opportunities to do so. So I miss going home after a night at the bowling alley and all your clothes and your hair smell like cigarettes.
Jake, make a reminder after football season ends. I think maybe we don't even do a bowling league, but let's just, the fellas, pick a random Monday when we're really missing football the most, and let's go bowling on a Monday night.
Like April after March.
No.
March?
No. February, I'm saying.
Oh, right after.
Winter. Yeah.
Eat
the
hot
winter.
dogs while we do it.
Yeah, we should. And we should stream it, and we should make it a competition. No, but let's just go as fun. Let's have fun, bowl with the boys. It'd be great if we could find a bowling league where people just let us win.
That'd
How
be
do
fun.
we do
That's
that?
what I did.
What?
Oh.
You let me win?
I think
Anytime, any place, anywhere.
you got to have more self-awareness if you're this guy. You got to know what your limitations are. And if you're a stinky bowler, maybe just don't go on a bowling date.
Also, you should just start like mini golf, one-on-one basketball. You got to find one that you can win at.
Hit the arcade.
Oklahoma
Hit the
drill.
arcade.
Yeah, hit the arcade. Yeah, Oklahoma drill. Feats of strength, bench press
Arm
competition.
wrestling.
Actually, I feel like from the little we know about this guy, his girlfriend could beat him in a bench press competition.
Probably.
Okay.
I was waiting to tee off on the 16th hole Sunday. Was overserved and needed to reach for a cooling towel while I was sitting in the cart. Well, I slipped and landed on the floor of the cart, causing the accelerator to go off. The cart started rolling down the hill while I was literally completely horizontally sticking out of it. I tried to slow the cart down by dragging my hands on the ground. Now my right hand and left elbow are
Oh my
scabbed and
God.
bruised. Golf glove is torn up. The cart didn't go too far as it just went over the curb near the fairway.
That's such a great plan that he had, though. He was going to stop the golf cart by grabbing grass.
I also feel like golf carts are one of the, like, if this was a real car, yeah, it's a different story because you don't want to have damage. Golf carts, I have to imagine, if we talk to a caddy or like a grounds crew person, they've seen everything.
Oh, yeah.
They've seen every golf cart accident, like broken, everything. Like, just let it go.
Jake almost died in a golf cart.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It was at a charity golf tournament when I was in 7th grade. I drove off the bridge, fell over me, and I was stuck under water for like 30 seconds. I thought there wasn't a way out,
That's Chappaquiddick.
but I made it out.
Oh, okay.
Who rescued you?
So the
myself.
person sitting next to you didn't make it out?
No, he did.
Oh.
He was able to jump onto the bridge while the
He
So
was
he
Ted
made it
Kennedy
out, and then did he go get help for you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
A little rattled, but
I thought it was a. I thought
What a
it was like
hilarious way for Jake to die.
wasn't a Hall of Fame MLB's charity tournament?
no.
Were you very embarrassed?
I was 13 years old. I was
Were you
just like,
shaking?
what's going on?
Yeah.
Were you scared to drive after that?
I was 13. Oh, drive carts? Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive, like when you got your license, where you're like,
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go again.
Do you hate going over water?
Yeah. I
Did
think
you
about it
finish
every
the
time.
round?
No.
So you went home?
No, I just hung around.
You hung around wet?
I got to change clothes, I think.
Okay.
And you didn't finish the round?
No.
Why?
Because my clubs were gone. They were underneath a lake.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the clubs. Okay.
We need to conquer this bridge, Jake. We need
Yeah.
to go back and
I've
have
done
you
it.
drive a golf course. We need to have you drive off the bridge again.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
escape.
no.
Yes. Recreate the whole thing.
You're never going to heal if you don't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the power back.
All right.
all right, last one. Last week, I ordered a gaming desktop on a massive discount. A $3,500 desktop for $1,100 from Amazon. Imagine my surprise when what I thought would be a gateway into escapism and tomfoolery turned out to be one foam shoe and a bag.
Oh, you got.
Oh, that's bad. So it was a fake store?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty steep discount.
Damn. I thought it was going to be like half of the gaming console or something.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like the computer, but not built.
Are you allowed to do that?
And then the people that build computers.
It sounds like the easiest scam ever. You just set up an Amazon store and then you just don't send people the stuff and you get their money.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my dad did that to me. He got me PlayStation, the original PlayStation, for my birthday, and he gave me the holder and was like, "You want a PlayStation, right?" And he went with it for like 15 minutes. And I was like, "This is the holder. This isn't the PlayStation." He's like, "This is what you wanted." I didn't understand what you wanted.
I got you
Fucked
a
me up
PlayStation.
pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, you wanted this," and then he showed me the PlayStation.
That's a pretty good trick.
Yeah.
For the younger, what is a holder for a PlayStation?
It was like the thing that, I don't know, it was like the plastic holder that you put on because the PlayStation, I don't know, you just it was a holder. Do you know what that is? Oh,
it
God damn it. Did I date myself?
It would have been cool if he got you like a jungle gym, like a slide set. He's like, "This is a PlayStation.
PlayStation.
It's a station
holder.
for play."
Fuck. It like held it upright.
Is it a gray PlayStation?
It was a great PlayStation.
You couldn't have just put it like on.
It might have been a PlayStation 2.
Hank, what does that mean?
PlayStation 2s are black. PlayStation 1s
I think it was
were
gray. It was gray. It was it was this. Okay. I think it was, when did PlayStation 2 come out?
like 2007.
Okay, so it was PlayStation 1.
I
But it
just
looked
made that
exactly like this. It looked exactly like this, Max. See this?
Okay.
Like you just held it up. It held up.
You couldn't just put it on the ground. I don't.
2000.
This is.
2000 was PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
It must have been PlayStation 1.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, I was in
right.
high school in 2007.
Fuck. Yeah, it looked like this. It was kind of cool. All right, fine. I dated myself. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm old, guys. Hey, newsflash.
Yeah, like
I'm fucking old.
Is it embarrassing to admit that my first gaming system was a Super Nintendo? Because it was.
Yeah.
That's not that. It's just
Dude,
Time.
N64 was the best.
Hank,
I had an N64.
What was your first one, Hank?
I wasn't allowed to have video games in my house till I was like way older. My brother got an Xbox in college. That was the one in my house. Me and my friends would play PlayStation 1 and 2 and N64.
I wasn't allowed to have it either for the longest time. And one birthday, I got to rent from Blockbuster a Sega.
Yeah, those were
For the
always,
weekend.
Those were the best birthday parties.
Yeah, but that was my birthday. I was like, I just want to have a system for a weekend.
Yeah, I was.
I played the entire. I actually remember I brought it to someone else's house, like not like a friend's house. Like we had to go somewhere for something, and I was like, I'm bringing this. I'm not wasting any time.
Yeah, it's smart. It's
Honestly, genius by my parents because I just lived at my neighbor's house.
Yeah,
Like I was never home.
yeah,
That is a good
that
call.
is the ultimate.
I was always like a generation and a half behind all my friends, so I would play all the games at their house, and then like 2 years later, I would get that system.
Yes.
I would get the same games. I'd be like, "You guys want to come over and play GoldenEye?" And they're like, "Dude, we beat GoldenEye 2 years ago."
Also, genius move. One of my friends got N64, and his parents wouldn't let us play during the week, and he would hide. They would hide the cord, like the power cord.
Yeah.
So the system would be sitting there, and it'd be like, all we want to do is play it, but we can't plug it in. So we'd just spend the entire week looking for it, and then we realized, like after like 3 years, that his dad just put it in his trunk every Monday. And just took it to work.
Yeah.
And we're just like, motherfucker, we just spent all this time looking for a power cord.
We thought it was around the house.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, we dated ourselves. What are we gonna do?
I mean, going to Blockbuster like on a Friday night and renting games was like the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
There was something about renting a movie too from Blockbuster. You go in there, you get the Blockbuster smell. You know, I think they all kind of smell the same. And then you as a group pick out, okay, we're going to rent this movie, take it home. And it's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's an event. Now, I think it's so easy to buy movies and shit that you rent them on your couch and then you just don't pay attention to the movie.
There was nothing worse than going to the Blockbuster on a Friday night and seeing the movie you wanted and having it not be there,
Yeah.
and having it be no VHS behind. Oh, now we're fucking.
Do you remember when
Said VHS? God damn it!
you remember when Jurassic Park came out? How many copies they had at Blockbuster? It was
Yeah.
like an entire
A
wall
wall,
of
yes.
Jurassic Park. Whatever. We're old. Sorry.
I was just saying I was doing a fantasy draft. It was my college friends, 18 years.
Yeah.
That one hurt seeing that. But yeah, okay, we're old. Whatever. We're still young at heart, and football's back. We We get our youth back every football season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Numbers.
3.
And then we're going to the
1
to the bonus pancake draft. 69. Memes, you ever gotten this?
20.
Nope. 82.
68. Damn. Okay.
Love you guys.
Okay. It's time for Pardon My Take Fantasy. We are reinventing the fantasy world. We started with Dingers Only, and now football season, because Dingers Only was because we wanted to learn more about baseball. We obviously love football. We watch football nonstop. And we thought, what's the way to have a fantasy league for football that teaches us something maybe we aren't paying attention to? It's the Pancakes Only League.
Well, really, it's just something awesome to root for.
Yes.
Like Dingers. Rooting for Pancakes kicks ass.
Yes. So it's 5 offensive linemen per team. Pancakes only. Someone's gonna have to chart these. Jake.
I got it. Yeah, I set it up.
Jake's got it.
PFT set up a list.
Ad drops 1.
Yes.
Let's get it clear right now. Injury ad drops. Are
Yeah.
you allowed to do 1 ad drop?
Yeah, I think you can do multiple ad drops. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Just for injuries though.
Yeah.
Okay. What about pedophile?
That you're gonna
I
have to
ran
run
into
that
this
by
for
the league.
Dingers
Yeah.
Only,
You're gonna have to
so
run
we
that
should
by
just
the
get it
league.
clear.
So if there's a pedophile on your team, you're allowed to drop him, but you also have to disavow all of his pancakes.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
it's also only season-ending injuries. correct?
Season-ending
Yes.
injuries.
Or,
Yes, I like
or
that.
season-ending pedophilia.
Yes.
Yes, or season-ending.
Okay, so
pedophilia.
you
If,
can't.
if you're a pedophile but you're only suspended for 2 weeks, like the Ray Rice situation, where it
Yes.
was like, how come he's only getting 2 weeks?
Right.
Then I think he has to stay on your roster. You have
Yes.
to write out those pancakes.
Yes. All right. So only ad drops for season-ending injury. No ad drops for like a guy not performing.
Yes.
And then we are going to do the loser. Is it the 24? Are we doing 24 pancakes in 24 hours?
Yeah.
So the you have to be in a diner and every pancake you eat is an hour off. And then we're also going to have what would be the 5th place person will have to eat 12 pancakes, and the 4th place person will have to eat 6 pancakes. So
I like
they have to
that.
sit with you for a little bit. Everyone like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good. And
I
we'll
love
live
fourth
stream it.
sounds
I love
Great.
pancakes.
Yeah.
It'll be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Finishing 4th is actually
That's
a treat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
That's
the
first.
goal.
Yeah, that is first. Finishing 4th is great. You get to sit with your boys,
Wait.
eat 6 pancakes.
If you finish it first, are you allowed to sit and eat pancakes?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
No,
All right,
no,
so that's
we'll
good.
probably all hang out, and yeah, it'll be fun.
It's really just 5th and 6th place. That's the bad one.
Yeah, 5th and 6th suck, and 5th is 12 is not that bad. Should we make it 18 and 12? 5th and 4th, 24, 18, 12.
24, 18, 12.
Yeah. Yes.
All right,
6.
let's do that. Okay, 24, 18, 12, 6, 3.
3.
First person doesn't have to eat any pancakes.
Unlimited.
Yeah, they can just eat whatever they want.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good. So if you finish second, you have to eat 3 pancakes, that's the true win now,
That's pretty good.
because that's a perfect amount of pancakes. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Pancakes Only League. How are we gonna do draft order?
goes first?
We've really gotten this.
I
set
think
up.
we got to do a random number generator.
Yeah.
Or we can do a hack game.
Okay.
Or like the current standings of Dingers Only.
Oh
no, shut
okay.
up, Max.
Or reverse current standings.
Yeah,
of
that's
Dingers
a good
Only.
idea. I like
Let's do that.
That's fair.
All right, well, let's do odds or evens until we get. This is really good podcasting. Subscribe to the YouTube. Ready?
Wait, this is how are we?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do.
just do the
Random number
the random number generator. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're going to do whoever gets closest goes first, and then we'll go clockwise after that person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, so we got 6 people. Min, Max is 6. And so we'll just start. I'll be 1, Hank, you're 2, Big Cat 3, Memes 4, Max 5, Jake is 6.
Oh,
in
I like
order,
this.
Okay?
This is very ordered.
So Hank, you
Okay,
can
I'm
see
3.
this. 2.
So
Fuck.
Hank,
Hank goes first.
and then
Hank
me.
to Big Cat.
And then
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
last.
Okay.
Snake draft.
Whew. Okay.
Damn it.
Snake draft.
All right, 1-1. This is an obvious one based off of the spreadsheet we have. He had 9 more pancakes than the person in second place. It's Trent Williams.
Okay, good
I
pick.
wanted
Good
him
pick.
bad.
That was he's first off here. I was hoping that Hank was going to pick row labels for his first overall pick because on the spreadsheet it looks like that's the first guy's
Shout out
name.
Excel guys.
Yeah.
Row labels first overall.
Damn.
Thank you to Sam Schwartzstein, by the way, for putting together the spreadsheet for us. Sam is friend of the program, and you will see him on the Thursday night simulcast this year on Amazon.
Yeah, what is the technical classification of a pancake block?
When you take another man's soul,
You put him to the ground.
you drive over him.
Is it actually trackable?
Pro Football Focus apparently tracks it.
I couldn't find it online, but if an AWL has it, please let us know.
So I have a problem. I can't. I paid Evan $100 for his spreadsheet, and I don't understand his rankings.
I'm sure there's
So,
a lot of Eagles on there.
Shane and Evan were supposed to be in this league, so Evan did a lot of research, and he came in here and was like, "Oh, I did all the research." So I gave him $100 bill. I was like, "Send it to me." I don't know. Yeah, this is a problem.
You can get past. This is like the
Yeah.
Vikings at the draft.
He has guys under. He's ranked guys, and then some say beast and some say good, but sometimes the beast is not the first name listed.
Pug.
It sounds like he's just drafting on
Pug.
vibes.
Since when was
Pug.
his nickname Pug? Am I out of the loop?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
When did that become a thing?
We just decided we needed a pug.
He's a
and
pug.
We picked him as our pug.
I'm out of it.
He looks like a pug.
Do I go straight off of?
Go 3.
I don't like what you're doing.
I mean, the clock's ticking, Big Cat.
Yeah, I'll do. I'll take the second guy. Hank, you pronounce it.
Ikem Ekwonu.
Yep, that's my guy.
Okay.
Okay. Panthers, offensive tackle.
Yep.
Love it. Great pick. Oh,
Good pick.
I've always loved him.
Icky.
Okay.
They call him Icky.
Okay.
Memes.
I'm just gonna go with guys who know. Big fan of this team. Jason Kels.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good pick.
That's so fucked.
I don't have him ranked as a beast
he
or
literally-
good.
He
Just so
literally
you know.
did that to fuck with me.
Yeah, he did.
Now I'll go with Wyatt Teller.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a good
good
pick.
pick,
Good
good
pick.
pick.
I should have taken
I wanted
him.
to take him.
Fuck. Oh, he's under beast here too.
Fuck.
Damn it. I fucked that up. All right, Jake.
I'm gonna go a little down in the depth chart we have here, but he's a recurring guest. Deion Dawkins.
Okay.
All right.
Also say the name of the team because
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, so that this is a educational segment for the people. We're giving the shine to the big boys.
Sure.
All right, PFT, you got 2 picks?
All right, so I got a question for you because Patrick Ricard was listed as being an offensive lineman at the start of the season. He's going to play some offensive line. He's also a fullback.
He's a fullback.
He's a fullback.
When I tracked
He's a
that entire
fullback.
season of
He's a
fullback
fullback.
assists,
Well,
he's
that
like
was in the
top of
past.
list.
But Jake, that was in the past.
So he doesn't line up behind.
No,
Lamar
he's a
and
he
fullback.
will some this year, but he
He's a fullback.
started training camp as a lineman.
You can get him, but you can't get him whenever he lines up in the backfield.
Those don't count. Okay.
Yes.
In that case, I am going to go with. Oh, this is
tough. It's tough.
This is
It's,
tough. I
some
don't
big
want
names have come off the board.
I don't want to screw this up. You know what? I might wade into the rookie field a little bit.
Okay,
Here. How does
okay.
that sound? I'm going to take. First of all, Cody Mock from the Bucks.
Okay.
The big beast from North Dakota with the long red hair,
Yep.
missing front teeth.
Okay.
Love that guy. He screams pancake to me.
Okay.
And then next, I think I'm going to take Aaron Brewer from the Titans.
Okay.
Aaron Brewer on the Titans.
Okay.
He was at the top
Third
of the
on
list last year.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jake, you're coming back.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Penei Sewell.
Okay.
Good
Good
pick.
pick. Good
Thanks.
pick. Good pick. From?
The Lions.
Yes, there it is.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Max.
Wait, oh fuck! This is a snake. Robert Hunt,
Okay. From?
the Dolphins, I
I
believe.
believe he's on Dolphins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Memes.
Was Quentin Nelson taken?
Nope.
Quentin Nelson was not
I'm
taken.
gonna take Quentin Nelson.
Okay.
From?
Good pick.
The Colts.
Colts. Okay. I'm going to take let me get Caleb McGarry from the Falcons.
Okay.
Caleb McGarry from the
Oh, it's
Falcons.
Caleb with a K.
Caleb with a K. Caleb McGarry from the Falcons.
I'm going to take Tim Settle. Oh, no, it's a defensive tackle. What the
Shit. You're just going straight off the list.
No, I don't know exactly
I mean,
which one. of these
J.J.
guys.
Watt was on that list, which can confuse.
Yeah,
me.
apparently they tracked Pancakes on defense too.
Got it. I didn't know.
Shout out to
didn't know
J.J. Watt for retiring too. He picked the perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys are defensive. Sorry. We're going to go with Drew Dahlman from the Atlanta Falcons, center.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with, did someone take No.
DeForest Buckner's a defensive player.
Taven Bryan? Let's see. Nope. Defensive tackle. This list is all jacked up.
Okay. Who you got? Find someone.
Chris Lindstrom.
Okay.
Okay. Center for the Falcons? No. Yes?
Guard for the Falcons.
Guard for the Falcons.
Couple Falcons.
Okay. You're stacking your Falcons. I'll go with, can't believe you lasted this long. I'll go Zach Martin from the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Good pick.
Yeah. Feels good to get that one because it's a name I know.
Yep.
Is he
Okay.
playing? He's not holding out? It's
No, I
over?
think he just got paid, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's back.
He just got paid. Come on. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on my team.
It's going to take him a little while to get warmed up.
This is probably the only challenge we've ever done where I'm fine with losing. Although 24 is a lot.
24 is a painful
18
amount.
is still a lot.
12 would be nice.
I think I could do 12 in about
I think 12
2
would be a good
hours.
challenge.
Yeah, 12
At
would be
18,
fun.
it gets really
Yeah, actually,
tough.
24 would really suck.
Yeah.
Okay, memes.
Gonna go with Laramie Tunsil.
Okay.
Gas mask.
Yeah. Disavow?
No, I
Nah,
avow.
that rocks.
Strongly avow.
Texans, I think.
Okay.
That's another funny thing where it's crazy to think back. What was that, 7, 8 years ago? I think it was 8 years ago. And he fell in the draft because he smoked weed.
Yeah.
People were like, this guy gives me character concerns.
Well, they found out right before.
If anything, that dude gave me character pluses.
Yes. Yes. Innovation. Okay, Max.
Jordan Mailata.
Ooh,
Fuck you,
nice,
Max. Fuck you.
nice.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Rugby.
Piece of shit.
Rugby.
Good
I don't even
pick.
like rugby.
Okay.
My turn. I'm going to go double lion and double recurring guest, Taylor Decker.
Okay, Taylor Decker.
All right, good pick. Good pick.
I think. Oh, Evan had him as good.
He is good.
Okay.
Yeah, he had him as good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go Max, Lane Johnson.
Love Lane.
I'll trade you Lane for Jordan.
Lane doesn't get many pancakes, according to that stat.
Well, this year he will.
He's a great lineman that doesn't get pancakes.
Okay, then I'm going to take Darnell Wright, Big Cat,
Okay.
of the Bears.
Nice.
Big boy, Tennessee.
Yes.
The U.
Yes. I like it. Okay. Once he gets his hands on you.
Yeah, you don't want that man putting his hands on another man.
Okay. Jake. Wait, did you just is
I
that
did
your
two.
fifth?
I did 2
No, you
picks.
have one more. We're coming back around one last time. Okay, Jake. This is where we get
Yeah.
confused. Who'd you pick with your last pick, Hank?
Hank took Chris Lindstrom.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay. Go, Jake.
I'm just trying to
Terrible podcasting. We should put this at the end of the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Shaq Mason.
Okay.
Wait, isn't he a?
He's a guard.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's the Mason? Oh, Ben Mason is
Yeah.
the fullback.
I didn't really. Okay. Yeah.
Patriots?
He's on the Texans now.
Texans. Okay. Big boy.
Oh fuck.
Did we have him on the show? No.
I don't think so.
We had what's his name? Trent Line. Got the tattoo from the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Trent
Brown,
Brown.
yeah.
Trent Brown. Okay.
I'm in shambles here.
I think we all are.
It's in a bad scene right now.
Yeah.
It's a bad scene.
I'm like, I just keep searching guys, and I just keep seeing that they're
I'm trying to
that they're
make
on
sure there's no
defense.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also found it. I also had a guy. Fuck. Yeah, can I pass and come back?
Yes,
to
you
me?
can pass. Okay. All right.
Memes.
All right, I'm gonna go with Rashawn Slater from the Chargers.
Okay. I will go with wait, did you took Chris Lindstrom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take Drew Dahlman from the Falcons.
All right.
Oh, no. Hank took him.
Yep.
You took 2 Falcons?
Yep. I told
You
you.
motherfucker. All right, I'll take recurring guest Mike McGlinchey.
Fuck. Oh, damn
Broncos.
it. Fuck.
Yes.
I
Yes.
had
We're just
him.
going with names we know.
I had him in my list.
Yep. Feels good.
Yep.
That was maybe
That was a
steal the
steal.
draft.
Uh-huh.
Steal the draft.
Good value.
Yeah, steal the draft. All right. Hank.
I am going to go with Hijalte Froholt,
Okay.
From?
the Cardinals, I believe, drafted by the Patriots. And then I was going to take McGlinchey. You really fucked me there.
I did. I fucked you bad, dude.
Took Zach Martin already. And there's a lot of defensive players, a lot of offensive players. Dietrich, nope. D Delaney.
Okay. What's his first name, Hank?
D Delaney.
D. Delaney.
D-E-E.
That's his full name. D. Delaney.
Nope, he's defense. Fuck. I'm just
Oh, he's
praying
out.
here. I mean, this
What list
list,
are you looking at? I don't see any defensive guys on the list from PFT spreadsheet.
the 2002 Pancake totals.
I
There's
apologize to
another
everyone.
list. There's another list with positions.
I need that. List.
Yeah.
I did not
I've
know
been
that.
looking-
Wait,
list
there's
existed.
another list?
Yeah.
Where?
there's 2 tabs.
Oh.
Part 2 has the positions.
This changes everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man, I got some good draft picks.
All right, I'll go Jonah Jackson.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have Drew Dahlman. That's right. Who'd you take? Jonah Jackson?
Jonah Jackson.
Okay, Jonah Jackson. All right, I'm going to make a pick.
Lions. Jared.
We have like the whole offensive line of the Lions in this draft.
All right, I'm going back to Evan's spreadsheet. I'm going to trust Evan's spreadsheet. I can't take that guy because he plays for the Packers. Someone already took Wyatt Teller.
Yep.
Does anyone have Robert Hunt?
Yes,
I do.
Max took him.
Fuck!
I have both of those guys.
I'm going to pass.
All right.
I can just say it whenever?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait.
Well,
No.
It's at the end of the
Yeah,
draft,
it's at the end.
right?
All right, I'll take Roger Saffold.
Okay.
Bills. That was just straight. I need. Oh, wait, he's on the Titans now?
I guess. No, he's a free agent.
Wait, what? I need to know someone different then.
Well,
Fuck.
you picked him.
Well, can I. Is he not playing?
You can.
Google says he's a free agent.
The way that the Dingers Only League went, if your guy was out,
He's not even on a team. All right, fine. I'll say. I mean, if you guys just won't let me.
No,
take
no, you can take one.
Okay, this is getting bad. Let's see. Trying to find someone who's on a team. How about Ezra Cleveland,
All right.
the Vikings?
Okay.
This is going to hurt me because there's a couple Packers that I have listed as beasts that I didn't take, which is really stupid. But that's fine.
So Max gets 1 pick now, and then
Yeah.
the last one at the end.
How is Roger Saffold?
Wait,
not
no.
on a
It
team?
means still has to go, right?
Oh yeah,
Jake
same.
updated the spreadsheet wrong.
Oh yeah, wait.
I'm going to go with Brandon Scherf.
Oh, good pick.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, Roger Saffold's failed physical with Raiders.
I'm gonna go with Michael Onwenu.
Okay. Good pick. Good pick.
Great pick.
He's
Great pick.
Patriots.
Great pick.
Right, Hank?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with another Patriot, David Andrews.
Okay.
Great pick. I should have taken him.
Thanks.
Somebody take Ben Jones already?
No.
Okay, I got Ben Jones.
All right.
Nice.
So Max, Mr. Irrelevant on the pass pick.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh,
I
fuck.
am
Ben
too,
Jones.
thankfully.
Wait. Ben Jones is a free agent.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
I
ain't
didn't
no fun with
realize
a
that.
rabbit at the gun.
I changed my mind.
It's a good
Rewind,
thing.
rewind
Good
the
thing.
tape. I
You
changed
did,
my
you
mind.
Did. You did. Good thing.
I did the right thing.
You did do the right thing because that would have been very bad for you.
In that case, I'm going to take, let's see, Dylan Parham.
Nice pick.
Thank you.
Who's he play for?
Dylan Parham, he's on the Raiders.
Okay, nice pick.
Thank
There,
you.
Josh Jacobs.
Max.
Run the ball.
Yep.
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Zietler.
Okay.
Ray-
Nice.
Ray-
Wait, should we draft one more to have as our injured reserve?
Fuck that. This was painful.
That was stressful.
All right, but we got names now. Okay, so that's our draft. Pancakes only. We'll follow along. We got to tweet out who we got on our teams. Can't wait for us to do. What do we decide for hockey? Just goals? I think we just do goals.
Yeah,
Goals and one enforcer.
One enforcer,
penalty minutes.
penalty minutes, and goals. Okay, and then basketball. We said we were gonna do
Dunks. Yeah,
dunks
dunks.
only. The dunks only league.
Did you see the North Korean basketball rules?
What?
Kim Jong-un made his own rules for basketball in North Korea. Dunks are worth 3 points over there.
Oh, I love
It's actually a great rule. If you look at his rule book, it's better than the NBA rule book.
it. Yeah,
Dunks are
only.
worth 3, and then if you hit a shot in the last 3 seconds of a game, it's worth 8 points.
Did you also see? That's sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Banking in free throws.
Yes. Kirk Goldsberry posted that in Japan. I think there's guys who have gone up like 15-20% on their free throw percentage because they're banking them in.
Smart.
Yeah, awesome.
Smart. Do it.
It's like 3
Awesome.
players shooting over 80%.
It's like a carny game. Okay, that's our show. Let's do numbers, and then we'll send everyone off. And we have Friday. We're going to be talking real football. It's back.
3.
Means you ever gotten this?
I'll do 1.
69.
18.
20.
Wait, did you pick one?
I picked 1. Do you usually pick that?
He usually picks 1 or 3. Hank, who'd you pick?
3.
Oh,
Oh, and I picked 1.
I'll just go with 31.
28.
Ah, so close.
28.
Love you guys.